Now I'm seeing dudes like, yo, New York Liberty going to the trip. New York, we need a trip. Nah, come on, man. What's good?
Yeah. I started recording because you was going off, bro. Like, and then you just stopped. That shit was hilarious. Because I can't lie. Again, that's why I put you as special guest on the show. You know what I'm saying? So this is someone that hit me to female basketball. You know what I mean? Words like, and it was talking to me about the X's and O's of basketball and how it is exciting to watch. And a lot of people are not hip to it, but I'm one of the first ones that's hip to it. So to be honest, before the buzz, they might have got from the media. A lot of this content that you might have heard from me was because I know Tre Special. You know what I'm saying? Tre Special is a big. Uh, a big fan. Like I consider myself a big fan of the Nets. He's a big fan of the Liberty. You know what I'm saying? You see the jacket, man. Yo, how you get that jacket, bro? I just gotta ask, how you get that jacket, bro?
Guys, I'm a fan. Season tickets, you know what I mean? These are one of the things that come with the season tickets. So that's just pretty much it.
Season ticket. So again, when you say there was a crowd and now it's a bigger crowd, like what do you mean? You seen the crowd grow from season to season?
Absolutely. So when I started going a few years ago, there was I know I mentioned it on the show before. I think I did anyway. But one of the managers, I remember I used to always see her, and she was just like, they had losing season, and she had gave me some tickets to take my daughter. And when me and my daughter went, we just fell in love. And they wasn't the team they are now. They were definitely a good team. You saw the potential that they had, but just the skill level of just the WNBA, I was just blown away by it. And so at that time, yeah, it was a good crowd. The energy was always crazy. Ellie, she was always Ellie. And I just like when I went there, I was blown away by it. So what everybody's saying now, what's being seen now, it's already been going on. You know what I mean? But it just
Yeah.
wasn't sold out. Like the top bowl, like now they open the top bowl. I think starting last year they opened the top bowl, but prior to that, they wouldn't open it. It would just be black. You wouldn't
So,
even realize.
so for fans that might not know, be specific about what that is. That is the top section of the arena. Like
Yeah,
the top section was not being sold tickets, and they sold enough tickets to open up the. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they got a buzz, like from season after season.
Season after season, yeah, like you said, the top bowl is like the top part of the arena where the seats are. Uh, um, it was black. You didn't even realize there was seats there. You wasn't even looking because it was black. You didn't see anything. And then starting last season, they opened it up, and now this season is being sold out. So the WNBA, they're definitely getting a lot of recognition that they should be getting. You know what I mean? They're amazing athletes. That, eventually they'll be getting the pay that they deserve.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up. So, did you think they was gonna beat the Aces? Did you think they was gonna have to come back to New York to win that game? How you felt about the game?
I was nervous, man, because I'm a hard body Knicks fan, and then just New York. It almost feels like we have a curse when it comes to like playoffs and shit like that. So I was nervous about it, but what was keeping me strong is they were undefeated prior to the last game. They had swept the Aces throughout the season. So and I know, you know, um, the Liberty they go on their runs, and once they clicking, they can't be stopped. And so the tough thing was the foul trouble that John Quell Jones and I forget her name, the foul trouble they got into early in the game. But when they're in there and they're a full unit, it's crazy.
Yeah, nah, I hear you. I hear you. Shout out to Joey DK. Joey DK joined the channel.
Yo,
He
yo.
a fan of the Liberty too. You watch the Liberty too, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, of course, man. I've been keeping up with him for a couple of seasons now. And the
Great
chick name
game.
you was talking about was Phoebich, man. Phoebich and
Beavish, yes,
John
thank you.
Quell was in foul trouble. But yeah, man, I'm loving it. I think it's our year. Um
Absolutely.
um the only thing that I would like to see them cut down on is these fucking turnovers, man. They
Oh
gotta
my
stop turning
gosh.
the ball over, bro.
You're
But
absolutely right. 100% agree with you. It's like a lot of stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Where it's
yeah,
just kind of like they force themselves in a corner a lot and then make these passes to where it's kind of like they just want to get the ball out their hands. But
For
I
sure.
100% agree with you. Those turnovers be killing us in the fouls with Phoebus. You tell
Yeah,
them.
man. So that be when like you said, when they go on a roll, it's hard to stop them. But sometimes the Liberty are getting a funk, and they like I said, they'll be turning the ball over. So that will lead to like easy transition points for the other team, and
Yeah,
somehow they get back into it. But these last four teams been stout. But to me personally, I think once we got past Las Vegas, we was the clear favorite to win it all, man. Not taking anything away from the Connecticut Sun and the Minnesota Lynx because they both tough too. If you follow them, you know that the Lynx beat us in the Commissioner's Cup.
yeah,
So
absolutely. They've had trouble
yeah,
with Connecticut this season, so
yeah. So I
it's
mean,
not going to be an easy road. But
oh, not at all. But I think the Vegas is probably gave us the toughest test as of yet. I don't think these two teams that's coming up, either of them are going to give us
So
a
hold
tougher test
hold
than
on,
they.
hold on. I wanted to ask. So the finals is 5 games.
yeah,
Okay. So with the New York Liberty had the home court advantage.
I
Yeah, they
believe
got
so.
the home court advantage throughout the playoffs. They was the number one seed.
Yeah,
All right, that's what's up. So
yeah.
what did they so they did the Liberty win all their home games in the playoffs?
Did they?
Yeah,
Yes.
they won the first two games. They didn't lose at home.
Yeah,
They
they
lost the
did.
third game in Vegas.
Yep. And
And
then they
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 won
won in
tonight
Vegas.
in Vegas, the second game. So they won three. 1-3.
So
Oh,
let me
four.
ask you this,
Okay.
Trey. I wanted to ask you this. As a franchise, how do you think that the Liberty built a team around Inescu? Like, is she the longest player that been there, the longest tenured Liberty?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure to be honest. But I think they did a great job. You know, with even Nesco, they had a great team, but once they got Stewart and John Coyle Jones and Vandersloot, and then even I keep forgetting her name, the one we just mentioned who got in foul trouble,
Phoebish.
Phoebish. One, once they got those, it was just a wrap. You know what I mean? Phoebe, she surprised me because I wasn't aware of her. I had no knowledge of her prior to this season. But yeah, she surprised me. She's a hell of a player, and as you can see, she's a key factor to the team. When she's on the court,
Yeah,
it's a
bro. She's
different
a
ball.
I don't mean to cut you off, but yeah, she's a rookie.
Yeah, she
She
got
made all
this.
rookie. She's a rookie. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't she
yeah,
get an award?
we drafted her.
No, yeah, I know. Because it was a different bench last year. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm aware they drafted her and a couple other people. But like I said, I wasn't aware. I had no knowledge of her. I didn't realize she was so good, and I'm have more knowledge of her, especially with like the commentary and how they talk highly of her about how she played in another league and everything, and also seeing how she's a factor.
Word. Yo, again, man, I skipped the whole intro, man. I was gonna give Trey Special a whole intro, man. He came in hot, pause or whatever. Like he was going off, like, and I gotta be honest, you know what I mean? I gotta speak for my fan self. I don't feel like I'm a bandwagon fan, but at the end of the day, I'm not a pioneer fan. So,
Now it's all,
Joey, mute up,
now you know
Joey.
what? It's all good. That's just my pride of being like being a fan for a few years to when it wasn't like, you know what I mean? When it wasn't, I can't
Yeah,
even say
no,
it
no,
wasn't much of a
I'm
crowd.
telling you.
It's just
Yeah,
the
when it
crowd.
wasn't popping like that.
Yeah, it's just now that it's popping like that. Even now, I be seeing the celebrities in there and all that. I'm looking like, yo, man, y'all niggas be, you know what I'm saying? A couple years ago, y'all wasn't
Mhm.
popping out like that.
Exactly. Hey, bro, don't feel bad. We got Spike Lee, his bandwagon ass at the Barclays now, rooting on the Liberty. So nobody should feel bad, bro. No New Yorker should feel bad.
Right. Yeah, because I'm rooting for them. But when they first, you know what I'm saying, got started playing at the Barclays is when I started paying attention to them. Before they got to the Barclays and they played at the Garden, I wasn't really paying attention to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, and
But
Breeze, you remember when I used to talk? I used to be like, yo, bro, look at my eyes. Like, these ladies are good. Like, these women are nice. Like you hear the enthusiasm I'm talking about. Like, I used to tell everybody
yeah,
that, like, yo, I need to go see them. Like, it's not what you think it is. It's better than what you think it is.
I think it's
And,
because I
yeah,
mean to cut you up, Breeze. I think it's because there's a couple knuckleheads that just keep trying to compare the WNBA to the NBA, and you can't do that. Like,
You can't.
you know what I mean? Like these are women. They play basketball. It's more of a team basketball type thing. You know what I mean with
Yeah.
them? They play more team ball. It's more team oriented, and it's not the
yeah,
same thing. Just because it's not like the NBA doesn't mean it's not a good product. You know what I
right,
mean?
man.
So
Yeah, no, I think it's uh the finesse because basketball you need finesse and power, and you get that in the NBA. You get the power, and the great ones that you may discuss, they have finesse in their game. And I just think female basketball got a lot of finesse. And that mean a lot. How they come around the screen, how they come around the pick, a clean X and O. That's good. That's a good brand of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing a clean play executed. You know what I mean? So I
yeah.
could, as a basketball,
To
a
be
fan of
fair though,
basketball,
Breeze.
I could enjoy watching
To
female
be fair,
basketball. That's a fact.
they don't be fooled. To be fair, they women, but they play physical, bro.
A
They
hundred
definitely play
percent.
physical. If you watch Alyssa Thomas, you watch John Claude Jones. I mean, players like that, like they bodying up, like
Yeah.
they trying to play bully ball, like they play physical and they
They play
scrap
more
and they play
physical than the
defense.
NBA. Sorry to
Yeah,
cut you off. They play more physical than they. I feel like they what the NBA used to be in the sense of like the physicality. Now it's some more like I feel like everybody in the NBA is just like they know each other. They cool. It's like friends amongst friends playing ball. I honestly don't even watch the NBA until it gets to the playoffs, till like they really start playing. Um, but like the WNBA, I could watch their games and like you said, you just enjoy the skill that they have and just like the ball setting screens, playing hard. You know what I mean? Because you know they still got shit to prove and they still are underpaid and still got things to do. You know what I mean?
Right. Word. But let me ask you this. And I'm really asking you, Trey and Joe. Do you remember that era where the crossover got guards more money? Like guards became popular. Tim Hardaway made the crossover popular, or AI made the crossover popular. Um, I'm saying that to say that the crossover brought popularity to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? To an extent. You wanted the crossover like Timmy Hardaway. You wanted to have a handle like Penny Hardaway. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if the WNBA was to kind of market one of the players who got the best handle, that could draw more fans to want to see the game.
to be. Oh, go ahead.
No, no,
No,
no.
go
Go
ahead. Go
ahead.
ahead, Trey. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it.
No, I don't know, cause you know what? Once you watch it, they nice. Like I'm bad with names, but Shorty from the point guard from the Aces, she's super nice. She got a crossover.
Oh
There's a
yeah,
lot of them.
Plum.
Even yeah, not Plum, Plum too. That's another one. The
You talking about Kelsey Gray?
Chelsea Gray.
Gray, yeah, the black one.
Yeah, yeah.
She nice. She got a handle. And then even outside the NBA, going to college, there's a lot of college females that are super nice too. So the NBA, the WNBA is gonna even be more lit in a couple years when those girls start getting drafted into the league and they start playing hard.
Trey, that's what I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you, what do you think is more impactful? A rookie, a man rookie out of college, regardless of the draft pick, going into the NBA, or a female rookie just impacting the game after. And I'm saying this because of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and how they impacted the league. Like from now on, do you think they're going to impact the league and grow the league like Juju Watkins? Is it like people anticipating the draft and them coming to the WNBA?
I think it will be, but I think it hasn't like this year with Caitlin Clark. That was obviously that's the biggest it's been. You know what I mean? And no, there's no other female players that's like a Caitlin Clark right now, but there's still like nice um, rookies or females that's gonna come in as rookies in the upcoming years. So for me, I'm biased. Like for me, the WNBA like is gonna be more of a highlight to see who's coming in. Like I said, I honestly don't even be following the NBA in the draft. I just watch it when it gets to like the playoffs when they start balling for real.
That's interesting, man, because a fan like me who is like almost the opposite kind of want to watch more of it because I know it's a smaller league and you see more. It's like, is it more competitive because it's a smaller league, or do you think it should be a bigger league with more teams?
I think I think yeah, definitely should be a bigger league because honestly, you see them play each other. It's such a small league. You see them playing the same teams over and over again throughout the season. I know they added a team this year. I think Golden State or something. And actually, the woman who used to be a manager on the Liberty who got me the ticket. She's actually like I think she's the general manager of the new WNBA team that's coming in the 2025 season. So I know she's putting that team together. But yeah, it's just about time with the WNBA. Um, yeah, growth. Like I said, they're gonna have a new team. They added a new team to the league. And, hopefully, in the years to come, they'll be adding a few more teams to come. And I think a lot of young women, even like my daughter now, she wants to get into basketball. So, and
Word.
there's a lot of young girls, like I said, college and even younger, that are super nice that we just don't know about yet because the notoriety isn't there, the popularity isn't at its height. You know what I mean? For now, it is with Caitlin Clark, but there's a lot more that's gonna come after that.
So let me ask you, and I'm asking in this, and then I want to just bring it, dial it back, and talk about, you know what I'm saying, who y'all think they should see in the finals, or who y'all want to see them in the finals with. But right now, soccer is the biggest sport in the world. Do you think with the WNBA growing and all of the fans gravitating to the college basketball, female basketball, that basketball could be the number one sport one day in the world?
I mean, anything is possible. I think that's tough because look how much basketball has grown and how many international players have come into the league. So, but soccer is still the number one sport. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's been higher than it is now as far as the NBA goes with like international players. So, we'll see. It's always a possibility. I won't take that off. But like soccer's still the number one sport, I believe. And, we'll have to see.
Nah, that's a fact. What Joey? How you feel about that?
I just want to go back and answer the other questions, okay, about the crossover and all of that, and then I'm a work my way up. Okay, the NBA is a game of fads. Okay, like when the crossover was popping, that was popping back in the day. Tim Hardaway made it popular. AI took it to the next level. Nowadays, you got the step back three and the Euro and all of that. So the NBA is a game of fads. Secondly, there are plenty female players in the NBA that got a handle. Arike from Dallas, Skylar Diggins, Kelsey Plum, um, the other girl Gray, um, Sabrina got a handle. Collier got a handle. Like it's a lot of don't be fooled. Like these girls can play. They are skillful. They can handle the rock. They can pass. There are a lot of good guards and a lot of good players in the NBA period. Like they just not out there passing to each other and playing bully ball and just shooting threes or no, it's girls doing Euro step backs, all that. They got all that in their bag. Just
Uh,
like the guys. Don't be fooled, man. And the NBA is growing. It's going to grow. It's not going to skyrocket. Everybody likes to get on the WNBA and be like, well, they're losing money. Well, go look at the trajectory of the NBA. The NBA didn't start growing until 20 years in. So, what are we talking about here? Like, I mean, like the league is growing. Yeah, but they're just the league wasn't just going to take off just like that. I mean, it takes time with this thing. You got to grow the game. Lastly, I'm sorry. I love basketball, but it's not going to overtake soccer. Soccer is the number one sport in the world. It is the oldest sport in the world. It is. I can't see it overtaking soccer. I just can't. Soccer is
Nah,
played everywhere.
I won't. I
So
won't. Yeah, I won't debate it. I won't debate it. But again, I just think that it being a unisex sport. It could be a two, or maybe a close two. Then, if it can't be
Oh,
number one.
it's definitely number two, and I'm not going to say that the game isn't growing because it is. I mean, look at the Olympics now, and it's teams like Spain and France and I forget Jokic joking them team, but those guys are like not too far behind us in the Olympics. You could tell that they closed the gap on the world stage, so
Yeah.
you could tell that the game is being played internationally across the world. Now, is it on the level of soccer? I don't know. I don't think so, but it is growing for sure internationally.
No, that's what's up. But again, just dialing it back. Who do y'all? Let's start with Trey. Trey, who you wanna see the Liberty play in the finals? Which team?
It don't matter. Yeah, as long as we win. But it don't matter
um,
to me. I haven't watched them play. What's the other team that's in? Is it Phoenix? I seen them play Connecticut. Connecticut is a little like, you know, they play. They beat us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
they physical.
they real physical. I think that's what we got to get more of too. We got to get stronger. But that Connecticut team, they kind of get my attention. They make my senses go up. So I'm kind of hoping for the other team, but either one of those teams are a hell of a team to go against. So we just gotta strap up and lace those sneakers up and just go hard. You know what I mean? Stop the complaining. If we don't get a call, just get right back.
well,
You know what I mean? And keep them fouls down, them turnovers. Like everything counts. Everything counts right now. You know what I mean?
so I mean, what about our pick and roll? How does Liberty pick and roll look with Jocko Jones or Stewart? Like, do they run the pick and roll nice?
Yeah, John Quell and Sabrina. That's the one too right there.
All right, so they got a bread and butter. You always want to have a go to. You can't freestyle every play. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, they got enough talent. The thing with the Liberty, right? They have so much talent that they can sit there and fall behind a little bit and still pull away because you got 3 to 4 players on the floor that could give you 20 plus easily any night. You
Right.
feel me? It could just go off and take over a game. You got John Quell, you got Stewie, you got Sabrina, like, and then you got Queen B. They can easily just like take over a game out of nowhere. So they
Absolutely.
can do that, but they're slipping a little bit with the turnovers and shit. But they have so much talent that they can still be in any basketball game regardless of the
And they got good
tournament.
players coming off the bench too.
Yeah. Now, with who I like to see them play, it's a double-edged sword, right? I would like to see them play Connecticut because Connecticut is a short distance, and that way we can, get our New York fans up there. That's a short bus ride, right? But I also want to play Minnesota because I feel we got to get our get back. We got to get our lick back from that Commissioner's Cup because they beat us in the Commissioner's Cup. You feel me? So I want to get our lick back and beat them in the finals. So
I hear you.
That's what happened with the Liberty and the Aces last year, right?
the Aces beat the Liberty last year in the finals.
Right, and
Yeah.
then the other, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so we got
It'll
our
be
lick
kind of
back
like
this
that.
year. Yeah.
So we'll
We'll
see.
see, man. In 5 games, when they finals, hold on. So the other series, but they got to go to game 5.
Yeah, the next series got to go to a game 5. And that's what it was a perfect day for me, bro. Like I wanted us to close out the Vegas in Vegas. I didn't want to come back to Brooklyn. And then I wanted Connecticut to force a game 5, so that would give our girls extra rest, give us an extra couple of days, because that means Minnesota and Connecticut got to beat up on each other for another couple of days to
But
see who's going to win. So I mean, and then my Giants won, surprisingly, but that's another story. But yeah, it was a good day in sports for me. But yeah, man. So we got to wait another couple of days because Minnesota and Connecticut play on Tuesday to see who we gonna play for the finals.
That's what's up. Shout to the Liberty. If any New York team is going to bring a championship to the team, I think that's the piece. You know what I'm saying? They say ladies first. Then the Nets second. You know what I mean? The Nets even run with
Fact.
second. You know
No,
what I mean?
no, that's a fact though. I want to say something because a lot of people, a lot of Nets fans be talking shit about our owners and shit, and be like, "Oh, yo, they ain't investing in the Nets and they only invested in the Liberty." I'm like, where y'all been at? Like, they invested in the Nets. It just didn't work. The shit got blown up. Right around the time they were investing in the Nets, they were investing in the Liberty. It's just that the Liberty just they've been staying the course. You feel me? They've been staying the course. They've been improving each year. They've been improving around the edges. And now finally, we finally got past Vegas, and I finally think it's our year. So stop saying that Cy and them ain't investing in the Nets because they already did that and it didn't work out. It just so happened that it is working out with the Liberty. Hopefully, we'll have better luck in the future. You feel me? So right now, it looked like out of all the New York teams, especially basketball, it looks like the Liberty is going to be the one finally getting New York a fucking parade. You
Word
feel
up.
me? Down Atlantic and Flatbush. You know what I mean? The Yankees is looking good. The Mets is in the playoffs, but I'm saying as far as basketball, I don't see the Knicks doing it, even though they got a good team.
Yeah, they
And
not doing
we
it.
rebuilding. So yeah,
Yeah, I
man, we
agree
need
with
that. We need that parade down Flatbush and Atlantic, man. Regardless, man, we need that. New York, man, we've been thirsty for a chip for a minute.
you. Absolutely, but I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean? The Knicks definitely not gonna do it. They got a good team, but it's they not winning no chip. And the New York Liberty, this shit, they destined. They gotta break that streak too of losing them chips. So,
Facts. That's a fact, bro.
or
That's a fact.
So
they
what's
got
the streak? What's the streak?
5 and
They
0,
they
0 and
I think
5
they lost
rather.
twice in the finals, if
They
I'm
0
not
and 5.
mistaken. They on 5?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know it was that long. I remember two of them bitches. I remember when Lobo went in. I remember she went with them and they lost. But I think it's their year though, man. I think it's their year, man.
It
If
is,
they
bro.
stay healthy, I
Mm.
think it's their year. I think their biggest hurdle was getting past Vegas, and you know what? We got past them. So let's get it done. Like Kobe say, job not finished. Stay focused.
Job
Stay
not
locked
finished.
in.
Yeah, and that's
Uh,
what Sabrina said that tonight when they huddled up right after. She wasn't celebrating. She said it's not over, yo. The job is not done. You know what I mean? So we got one more round to go, and then wrap it up. You know what I mean? Fucking
So hold on. Again, like I said, Trey is a big fan. Like I got that name, but I met a lot of big fans by having this name. And Trey is definitely a big fan of the Liberty, and I would love to like hear um besides now and feeling like this is our year. Was there any year out of the other times they went to the finals you felt like they were winning?
for me last year. You know what I mean? I thought they would win it last year, prior to them going to the finals or whatever. But then while they were in the finals, I saw that they didn't have. Well, I don't want to say all of them. Just really Sabrina, she didn't have the experience, but they didn't have like the experience together. They had the experience individually of like, cause Stu, she got a ring and Vandersloot, so they had the experience of being there, but they just
facts.
didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? Last year they didn't show up, and it was bad. You know what I mean? They should have won, but
Facts.
but it's all good. So yeah, last year definitely I felt like that, and the year before I saw the year before that I just saw the potential. You know what I mean? So I knew for me it was like, yo, they're gonna win a chip. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, Trey speaking facts. I agree 100% with everything he said. I think last year was the year that I could see us winning it, and I thought we should have won it. But once I finally seen us get in the finals, I knew they wasn't ready.
yeah,
Like they didn't have the experience, like he said, together. They didn't but now this year they experienced that heartbreak last year. They grew together, they've been playing more, they got more chemistry. So they hungry. So yeah, I think it's their year, but they should have won it. But you could tell Vegas had that experience, that championship experience and pedigree that
yeah,
kind of took them over the top. Even though we were, even though we were had more talent, Vegas just had that experience and pedigree got them the chip.
Yeah, and that toughness because they was bullying them last year. I'm looking like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? They playing soft. And
Yep.
so again, I even still think to this day that they still have to toughen up, but without the fouls, because they even the Aces they was going hard. They did toughen up. I can't let me be clear. They did toughen up because that last game they got on that shit from last year, but they beat the Aces all year. So they did toughen
That's
up.
a fact.
They just gotta be careful with those fouls,
Yeah.
man. That be killing us. And
And
like you said,
Sabrina,
the
Sabrina
turnovers.
finally grew up, bro. Like
Yeah,
we always knew she was talented, but you could tell, like you said, last year when she got in the finals, it would be games she did not have good games, or she was not in
yeah,
it. You feel me? But this year that I watched her through the playoffs, she looks like a totally different player.
yeah.
You know what I
You can
mean?
see she learned from it. She
Yeah, for
definitely
real.
learned from last year.
When you say she learned, do you mean in the leadership department? Like you think she's a better leader of the team floor general than she
Yeah, just
was?
playing her role. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, she had never been there, so it was like she had a. Her thing is like she came in, she got hurt, then she came and she showed her ass, and like then she got these amazing players, and now all of a sudden she's in a chip. So it's kind of like almost an overnight thing, and she just didn't have the experience of it, and you saw it. It's like
Yeah. She
she
looked like
kind
she
of,
know what she doing this year in the
yeah,
playoffs.
yeah.
You know,
Last
last year
year,
it was kind of like she looked startled a little bit, like it was a little
absolutely,
overwhelming for her. But now
absolutely,
this year
definitely,
she looked more composed this year
definitely.
for sure.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I know what to expect, and now I gotta handle it this way. Like she
Right,
did her
exactly.
homework, and she made the proper adjustments, and now she's like just coming to play. You know what I'm saying? So that's the
Fact.
big difference.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited, man. I'm about to get my party hats right now, man. Look at
Bro,
Leaf
get them.
Comment, man. Leaf
It's gonna
Comment
be
got the
crazy.
party hat like he ready to celebrate already. Hold on, y'all think it go to five? But how many games y'all think they play in the finals? Is it a sweep or how
It's
y'all
five.
feel about it?
If it ain't a sweep, I give it four. Same with
I ain't
the
gonna hold
Aces.
you. It all depends on who we play. So I feel differently than Trey. So I respect Connecticut, but I feel like if we play Connecticut, we gonna get them out of there in like 3 or 4. I
Yeah,
think
that's
if
what
we
I'm saying.
play
I go with four, but God, I'm sorry to
I
cut you
think if
off.
we play Minnesota, it's gonna go to 5. Minnesota's tough, man. The Fisa year, like they got shooters, they got defense. They shoot the most threes, excuse me, the second most threes behind us. And on top of that, they got size, defense, athleticism. That team is evenly killed across the board, man. They're really good.
Hold on,
Um,
let me ask this. Let me ask Trey this, and you too. I mean, I know you're not in New York, so that's why I'm asking Trey. Trey goes to the game like he said when he started earlier at the podcast that he's a season ticket holder. So I think that the sixth man is the fans, and that's the significance of being the home team. And I think, and from your perspective, Trey Special, do you feel that the fans give the edge to Liberty? Like y'all really showing y'all loud, y'all make the other team uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just giving the other team hell, and y'all really cheering on the Liberty like when y'all did. Like, cause I remember you telling me that the building was shaking. Like when you were
Crazy.
the fans in there had the building shaking.
Be
Like
crazy in there. It'd be crazy,
so
and the
it's
energy
a
is
real it's
amazing.
a real advantage that the Liberty have these home games in the playoffs
A
because
hundred
of the
percent.
fans.
100%. You know what I mean? Like, what's better than home? You know what I'm saying? And even like you can see Sabrina, she says it a lot of times after the games where she thanks the fans and she says because of the fans that help get through. So that plays a major part with all teams. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no fans like New York. You know what I mean? Ain't no home like New York. So it's crazy over here. Star studded, all that. Um,
Yeah, nah, that's what's up, yo. I really feel like the home court advantage. You know what I mean? Fan power. You know what I mean? I like to call it fan power. You know what I mean? I feel like um them being the number one playing as well as they did in the regular season, that's because of the collective effort and the chemistry. And I know you said they had a lot of turnovers, but in the two teams that you see. them about to play, do you think again, Sabrina, excuse me, and the rest of the Liberty, they could like slow down on those dial it back and like slow down and like prevent turnovers? Do you think that could happen?
I don't. I mean, I do, but it got to start with them. Here's the thing: the next two teams they are playing are top five defenses. Like Connecticut is a very, very good defensive team, bro. Like they're very physical. They're very good on defense. The Minnesota is also a very, very good defensive team. Minnesota is just a little bit better offensively. So I mean, you know, you playing good. You might be playing two of the top five defenses. You gotta slow those turnovers down, man, because the turnovers can kill you, man, in the playoffs.
Yeah, 100%, man. You know those turnovers, they like the foul shots. They gonna win or lose the game. And a lot of times with that, the Liberty, they be beating themselves. You know what I'm saying? It be those little
Facts.
stupid things where it's like, yo, what the fuck is y'all doing? You know what I mean? And the other team take advantage. And like you said, especially with these two teams, luckily they got away with it with the Aces. But now with these other two teams, whoever they face, if they do that, that's even more. That's even more power for them. You know what I mean? The Liberty beat themselves with those turnovers and those fouls. So
Yeah, because we in this game, I think the Liberty were up like double digits, and then all of a sudden it was like the Aces was right on our ass. It's because because of the turnovers and shit. Like we
yeah,
was handling the whole game, and then they cut the lead down to like two.
and it's
You
been
know,
like that all year with the Aces and them. They like I remember one game during the regular season, they was up by like 20. They came back. Aces almost won. Liberty still won, but the Aces almost won. So they got that thing where it's just like they have a big lead, and all of a sudden they start messing up. They get cold. You know what I mean? But then they pick it back up. So, they somewhat like the Knicks. They have you at the edge of their seats. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, what are y'all doing?
They ain't nothing like the Knicks because the Knicks wouldn't have made it to no goddamn finals. That's number one. They wouldn't have never made it to no finals, and they ain't gonna make it this year. Like so that's something that we all know, man. Like I'm glad they took care of business because the Liberty, the Aces kind of had that championship hangover, so they was basically kind of like small fish in the water, basically. Like it was a lot of holes this year with that team, and I thought the Liberty man was gonna catch them lacking, and they did. I was expecting Minnesota to close the night, but they didn't. They got a battle going on there with Connecticut. Alyssa Thomas, she went crazy. I ain't gonna lie, she had herself a little triple double and everything. She went crazy. Um, but yeah, I gotta agree with Joey. Joey right. Minnesota is probably arguably the best the most competitive matchup for the Liberty. I think Connecticut. I think the Liberty could take Connecticut in about 4 games. But if I had to say Minnesota is a very very tough out. They're very very tough out, and they kind of been that most of the season, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So, but do you think that they're gonna give her a hard time to Ionescu herself, or does she still, you know what I mean, can open up spaces for Jacquel Jones and
It's going to
Deanna
be a
Stewart?
tough match regardless with everybody. All around, it's going to be a tough match.
Yeah, yeah,
here's
yeah,
the
you
thing,
right. Yeah,
Breezy. Here's
absolutely.
the thing, Breezy. Like I said, the Liberty got so much talent that they're gonna eventually get their shit off, right? Because it's like, yo, choose your poison. You got Sabrina, you got Stewie, you got Jonquel Jones. You got three players on the floor together that can give you 20 plus at any given night. You feel what I'm saying? So they got the talent. They just got to do the small things right and take care of the basketball and not turn the ball over. You feel what I'm saying? And give the other team easy points in transition.
That's facts. I agree with Joey on that. I think if they cut down the turnovers and they get back in transition and get the stops, um, I think um, I think they could take Minnesota, but It's gonna be a tough
Yeah,
out, bro. Like, and I'm calling it like it's one of the reasons why I don't like co-signing like too many New York teams because we right there on the cusp of things, bro. Like, and then some shit happened, and then I gotta spin the block. I'm like, you know what? I can't do this, man. But listen, the the hell with this, man. The Liberty better get it done, bro. Like, I'm not with else. I'm co-signing one tri-state team from now on, bro.
yeah, nah, seriously, I'm gonna keep it real with you. And while we all here, Knicks fans and Nets fans, um, if Liberty winning the championship, it feels good for the city. You know, it feels good. Everybody can rejoice. You know what I mean, and love each other as fans. Like it's all love. But if the Knicks win it, I think it sullies up the place. You know what I
Hey,
mean? Like,
the Knicks not gonna win it, so I'm a Knicks fan. They not gonna win it. They got good team, but like they ain't taking a chip. So yeah, it just we gotta stick with the Liberty. They got the
I
best
think the
shot.
Liberty need to win now, man, before the WNBA start loading up they 30 teams, man, like the NBA, because the Knicks
Yeah,
ain't
that's
gonna
a
have no
fact.
chance neither.
That's a
Hundred
fact because
percent.
it's only 8 teams in the league right now, and they're going to keep expanding. I think they're expanding in San Francisco, Golden State, or they're going to have the next
They
team
expanded
change.
in Portland, Toronto. It's a whole lot of teams that's about to get
Yeah.
a WNBA team, man.
So
Some
we
money
don't
going
want we
around.
don't want so we it's going to be like the Knicks. You know what I mean? When they chip, it was like 12 teams in the league and shit. They keep bragging about that chip from
Bragging of shit.
1973.
Exactly. That's what it's gonna be. I keep bragging about that chip. That shit wasn't even a Larry O'Brien, man. Them niggas, come on, man. The rings was wood.
Yeah.
They didn't even get rings. Them niggas got chains, man. Come on. Had to wear that shit on the court.
Fuck
Nah,
it,
I'm
we
not
got
doing
one
this.
though.
I'm not.
Well, fuck it, it's
I'm
still
not.
a chip though. It's still a chip.
We
It's
got
still a
it.
chip, man. It ain't man. We gonna stop. Nah, that chip gets older every 60 seconds, bro. Stop. Come on, man. Sick and tired of these tangerine ass niggas, man. Like they get on my nerve.
Chill, chill, B. Chill.
Nah, I'm going off. The hell
But
with that.
to be fair, all Knicks fans, all Nets fans, we only got one female team in the city, so I would agree that all Nick and Net fans fuck with the Liberty,
Hell yeah.
regardless, both fan bases. So let's just hope our girls bring it home.
Word.
I mess with the Liberty, but I mess with the Liberty from afar, bro, because I don't want to be seriously disappointed, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Totally
Like, it's kind of,
understood.
it's kind of
nah.
how like I mess with the Yankees. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's understood. The whole New York, any team, you know what I mean. So I get you on that.
Definitely.
All
But
right, so Trey, and teams that you want to win the championship in order, how in the New York area, can you name them for me?
Every New York team, but first two, the Liberty, then the Knicks, and then anything after that, I don't care about the order.
nah, I could tell you, bro. I could tell you the three teams that's on my shit list for forever, for until my last heartbeat. The Knicks, the Jets, the Giants, and the Mets, bro. Like they forever on my shit list, bro. Like they not coming off. They all the way at the top of the list, man. Like after that, it might be the Boston Celtics and the Patriots and all them other teams that's out of town. But as far as in town, Knicks,
Oh,
Jets, Giants
you
on
know
my
how
shit
I
list.
feel. I want the Nets to win a championship bad as fuck. Then it's gonna be the Liberty. Then it's gonna be the Giants. Then it's gonna be the Yankees. But yeah, man, and I want the Nets to finally fucking get one. So motherfuckers can stop saying, "Well, y'all ain't got no championship. Y'all ain't got no championship. Y'all ain't got no."
Right.
Niggas that got.
The Knicks is very high on my shit list, bro. Like, I'm not letting that go.
I
No.
mean, the Knicks. It is what it is. I mean, whatever.
I got the
For them
Nets
niggas to
first,
spend
the
for them
Liberty
niggas to spend
second.
almost $180 billion since 1980 and ain't got nothing to show for it, bro. Like that's disgusting. Like stop robbing the city of his money, man, and stop trying to get these niggas to piggyback on. That Julius Randle trade is the reason why y'all can't draw niggas like Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and
Hey
James
man, so
Harden.
what you trying to say? They traded the King of New York? He didn't do that. He
Nah,
traded
Randall
the
wasn't
King
the
of
king of New
New
York.
York.
Nah, Randall wasn't the
Yo,
king of New York.
Juju. Hey, them niggas was so hyped. Them niggas was so salty that we had KD and Kyrie. They kept calling Juju the King of New York. Yeah, they was pumping themselves up. Yeah, Juju the King of New York. He the real
Nah,
King of New
Randall.
York.
Fuck
Then they
Randall.
traded the nigga.
I'm glad they got him out of here.
Oh
They really didn't need to.
wow!
It was because of money situations why they got him out of there. He wouldn't sign an extension, and they feel like they needed to pay him that max spread anyway because he already had two All NBA selections and he was going to get a third had he played a full season, like at least 65 games with this one. So, Minnesota got a chance, man, to basically shove it in everybody's face because a lot of people didn't think they was going to go nowhere, and a lot of people still don't think they're going to capitalize off this trade.
Here's the thing: the Knicks really didn't never really believe in Randall. They were surprised when he got that
When he
year and he
started
made
going
All
off, yep.
Star and he made first team, second team. They was like, "Oh shit, that came out of nowhere." They're like, "Damn, we
Yep,
might have to
they was
really
looking
try."
for him to stink.
Right, exactly, because they didn't want to pay him and they felt that hey, he's good for now, but we're never going to win anything with this nigga. So,
Exactly.
with that being said, they never really had Randall in the plans, bro. He was always a placeholder.
Now Brunson they had in the plans, but the thing is Brunson came with demands too. First off, Brunson had to bring his daddy along, bro, like to make sure he had a spot on the Knicks coaching staff. That was number one.
And a
Number
smart
two,
move.
the 100 mil that they paid to get him, that shit was basically think about a quarter to a dollar. That shit was like 25 cents on a dollar compared to the money that niggas get now. And then he signed another deal trying to quote unquote leave money on the table when it was really to have the eligibility to be in the league and to make sure he get the advance money. So realistically,
And I
he
thought
didn't
he
do
left
any he
money
didn't
on.
do
I thought he
he
left
didn't
money
do
on the
anybody
table.
no favors.
I thought he left money on the table so they could sign other people and get him help.
No, that's not why he left on it. If that was the case, bro, like they would have had a quick replacement for Hartenstein, but they didn't. Hartenstein got signed to OKC because of a loophole in the CBA that allowed OKC to give him more
Here's
money
the thing,
for
Lee.
less years.
Them niggas ain't want to sign Hartenstein, and they didn't want to sign niggas like Randall because they
No, they
felt
wanted to sign Hartenstein. It's just OKC
the
beat them
Knicks are
to it.
going star hunting, bro. That's what they're doing. They're going star hunting.
Star hunting for who? Ain't no stars out there. Who they gonna star
Telling you.
hunting for? They went star hunting for B minus talent and trying to win a championship in the Eastern Conference where Boston is leaps and bounds over everybody.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like this shit is nuts.
I'm just saying they trying to set themselves up to acquire more star level talent. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that's what it looked like to me anyway.
They can't acquire high level talent. High level talent don't want to be there. They tried this shit years ago.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think they could do it in free agency. I mean, they look a little bit more attractive now because they got the brunt because of the team they got there. So a star might be willing to go there. I don't know, man. I just don't.
All I'm
No
gonna tell you
disrespect.
is
This is no disrespect. This is no disrespect to the Knicks, man. You know, I don't really rock with them like that. But I'm just calling it how I see it. I don't think nobody really want to play for them, bro.
of course not because
Yo, hold
they
on.
already know that.
I gotta say, I might want to cut you off, but the man cave said the Nets will be the next team the NBA will relocate because they have no fan base. This is a lie.
Yeah.
Me, Lee,
Oh,
Joey,
Hey, hey, hey,
here
hey,
this
hey,
hold
guy
on,
Breezy,
go
Breezy,
again.
hold on,
Breezy,
hold
Breezy.
on,
Hold on, hold
hold
on,
on.
hold on. Don't feed the trolls, bro. He just want attention. Listen, he know the Nets ain't leaving Brooklyn. They ain't going nowhere. You sound like a damn fool. The NBA wanted the Nets in Brooklyn. Go do your research, homie. Google is your friend. Okay, David Stern, et cetera, et cetera. They wanted the Nets in Brooklyn. That's why he
Nah,
came.
that's my guy, man. Cave.
Mhm.
He is a somewhat loyal Knicks fan for some odd reason. I don't know why, but
He's talking
He
out his
just got
ass though.
cooked, though,
nah,
man.
nah,
He
nah.
got
Listen,
cooked, though.
he is, but I mean, listen, it is what it is, man. Like obviously, we the laughing joke, we the rhetoric. I understand that. Listen,
Nah,
no,
Nah,
no,
nah,
Knicks
I'm
fans,
not
no, no, no,
laughing. I'm
Lee.
not
The thing
joking.
is, some of these Knicks fans hate that the Nets are in New York now. Deal with it. We ain't going nowhere. I don't give a fuck if we go 1 to
Right.
fucking 80, 80 fucking 1. We still gonna be in New York. You
That
gotta
one
see
win
the
gonna
city.
be versus
You
the
gotta
Knicks.
see the city with us now. It ain't
That
no
one
hate.
win gonna be
Yeah,
versus the
we
Knicks
ain't going
too.
nowhere. Suck it up.
listen. I'm counting 4 wins versus the Tangerines every season, even if we don't get them, bro. Like I don't even care, bro. Like, listen, the bottom line is like I
Suckers.
look at I look at all the components, bro. Like what? Listen, all the components and everything that happened, water under the bridge. The bottom line is that we've lined ourselves up to rebuild in a proper time where the Eastern Conference is probably gonna be shit, bro. By the time we get back into
How
prominence,
you gonna
anyway.
sit here? about the Nets ain't got no fans, but you on the Nets platform right now in the chat hating. You sound like a fool.
Nah,
Nigga.
he cool, man.
That's not nah.
He got,
He
but I
just
mean,
trolling,
this
bro.
is
Like
the kind of
that's buddy.
Nah, cause I
atmosphere
hate
it is for
funny
Knicks
niggas
fans.
always say that. Oh, the Nets ain't got no. Listen, just because our fan base ain't big like the Knicks fan base, don't mean we don't got fans. It don't mean we don't got fans who care about this fucking team. Y'all
That's
stay with the
correct.
same corny shit every fucking year. It's getting old, bro. Stop it. Like y'all lame.
Yeah, yeah, man. We got 4 Nets fans right here, man.
That's what it
We got
Whole
is.
Iceman on the pen.
whole fucking Nets platform hating in the comments. Shut up.
You got Iceman that just joined the panel, man. Iceman, talk to us, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Going through my little injury stuff, but I'm good. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping you heal up, unlike somebody on our team, bro.
Right, man.
Yo,
Heal up.
trying.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
definitely.
trying to heal. It's rough though. I'm trying to tell you, it's rough. But yeah,
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 and
nah,
like
but you just know you got our support, though, for real.
definitely you got our support, dude. That other bozo, he don't. I'm
I
not
appreciate
dealing with
it,
it.
fellas.
I'm not
Nah,
dealing with
listen,
it, bro. And ain't
I'm not
nobody
gonna
gonna
lie.
talk me into it
Listen,
neither. I'm
listen,
sick
listen.
of it.
I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is,
I'm saying it.
yes, listen. I know you are. I'm saying when I was at the park yesterday and I was playing basketball, I told you I had a back injury,
Yeah, so
and the only reason why I think re-injure myself is because I was doing mad stretching since that back injury, bro. Like all I do is stretch, just stretches like every day or every other day, like often though. So I'm saying that to say that, bro, to prevent a back injury, and I'm not trying to be insensitive to Ben Simmons or any, you know what I'm saying, anybody, anything like that. But what I learned is for me to prevent re-aggravating that injury, I have to stretch. There's no way around that shit, bro. There's no way. There was a play where I blocked the jumper. I blocked T-Tom jumper, and I went to get the ball before it pretty much went out of bounds and then lay it back up because the ball was still in play. And I felt my back going up on that play. I ain't gonna lie to you. And when I came down, I knew I ain't hurt myself because I stretched, bro. If I didn't stretch that shit easily, I would have been done. Like that shit
Got the
is
Ben Simmons back
crazy.
impingement. What's going on, Breezy?
Nah, I'm saying like I know back injuries is real, so I'm saying that to say that to say that Ben
Oh, so
Simmons
so you giving Ben Simmons some grace now because of your back
nah,
injury.
nah, 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 nah. I'm saying those back injuries, those shits is real, bro.
No,
He's
absolutely, absolutely, bro. You fuck your back up. You can't do nothing, man. Like your back is. I mean, it's the fucking. That's the
it's
anchor of your
even more
body.
reason. It's even more reason why he shouldn't get another penny in this league anyway. Because before the back issues, it was mental health issues that he was talking about, bro. So he's done, bro. Like he's cooked. I'm
I
not
don't
doing
give
this
a
no
fuck.
more.
Let Ben Simmons play out. Listen, if he plays good, that's great. We can flip him for something. If he starts with the bullshit, either way, his time here is limited, and we ain't got to see that nigga no more next after this season. So
That's
either
a
way,
fact.
I'm happy. So
Either way, I'm definitely happy, bro. Like I mean, listen,
I
I'm
tell
sick.
you one thing: it don't matter how he play, good or bad, he won't be in the black and white next year. I can tell you that shit.
It don't matter how he
yeah,
play.
no, I
It don't
think that's
matter
the
how he
major
play
thing.
because we all know his play is gonna be limited any damn way.
I ain't
Really?
gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. If the Nets
Ice,
reach out, well,
I ain't got the time, bro. Come on, man. Like, don't do
Really?
listen,
this.
listen.
Don't do this.
No,
Hold
no, no.
on,
Hold
hold
on,
on,
hold
hold
on.
Don't,
on.
bro.
Let me
I
Hold
don't
just
on,
say
got
hold
this
on,
real
time,
hold
quick.
on,
man.
hold on. No, let's get to it because the preseason games start Tuesday, and they said Schroeder and Ben Simmons is fighting for a point guard to start a point guard, so he's going to play. So I want to go to Iceman. I want to ask you, how many minutes do you expect Ben Simmons to play? How many minutes you think he should play in just this preseason game, not the whole season, just this one game?
You down 2 players? I don't know. I don't know how many minutes. Maybe 15, 20 minutes, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if he could even stay on the court, if he could stay at the same speed. Can he still run the same? Can he still do all the things at a high level
Right.
in game speed? You know what I mean? Like real. NBA game speed? Can he keep up with everybody? You know what I'm saying? Do he feel how comfortable does he feel? Does he still feel the same and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Run him. You know what I mean?
Right,
If he break, he break. If he don't, he just don't. You know what I mean?
right. You see what you got. I ain't going front. The young player Zaire, like Zaire said, he loves playing with Ben Simmons. He said he loves playing with Ben Simmons. He's like always 1 to 2 steps ahead. He makes the game easy. Um, I agree with Eskimo. I think you make him earn his minutes. It's kind of a loaded question, Breezy. Depending on how he plays, will depend on how many minutes he get. Period. He got to earn his minutes. Just we got to see where he at. The better he plays, the more minutes he will acquire, et cetera, et
Right,
cetera. That's just how it go. Ben will dictate how many minutes he gets on the court.
right,
That's fair. I mean, my thing is, trade him. You know what I'm saying? Get some more draft picks. I think he's going to hoop until the trade deadline. I think somebody else signs him. I don't know who, but it's an
Tell
expiring
you one thing,
contract.
we
So,
better not motherfucking sign that nigga. I ain't gonna be a
nah,
Nets fan if we sign Ben Simmons.
Bruh,
yo,
I'm
I'm
serious. I'm
nah, I'm
serious.
going in
I might,
front of
I
the
might, I
Barclays.
might have to turn my Nets membership in if that ever
listen.
happens.
I'll be honest with you, bro. Nah. All seriousness, bro. Like, listen, I ain't get like I give this nigga all the slack, all the crazy shit in the world, man, for all the antics and everything that he doing when he not hitting the court and some shit turn up. But when he's on the court, bro, like he does a lot of intangible stuff, set screens, make the pass, rebound, play defense. It's a lot of shit that he don't do. We out you ridicule him for, but I mean, I ain't in the mood for that, man, because I already know what's supposed to happen this season, and I want to
Yeah.
stick to that, and I want to stick to that script. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Nobody ain't saying Ben don't do little things right and he don't play the game the right way. The thing is the juice worth the squeeze? Is he worth the contract he's getting? And right now, the answer is no.
I mean, if we do resign him, bro, if we do resign him, I know for a fact it's not gonna be for no
no.
crazy money. Like, so if we
You
do
really
resign
think
him,
Ben Simmons gonna take peanuts, bro? If he have a good year, or
he
he
gonna
has
have
to have a
he
good
gonna
year?
have to take peanuts, bro.
It,
Like because
I tell you,
his good year is not an all defensive year. It's not 2017. His good year is not an all NBA caliber year. It's not,
I
I
would.
ain't gonna get front. I think if the nigga play good this year, he gonna get cute about his contract.
Yeah, I don't think even me being a fan of Ben, I don't think he's getting that type of contract unless he has like 2 years. If they sign him back for something small, I
Right.
think like again he gonna have to prove
Here's
himself
the thing,
again.
though. Here's the thing, though, Eskimo. I'm not saying that he gonna get a max contract or he gonna have one of the highest paid contracts. What I'm saying is Ben ain't playing for no peanuts, bro.
Oh
He
my
yeah.
nigga.
But nah, but
He
hold on
playing
with
for
the new
far less than
CBA.
40 million, bro. Trust me.
But if no,
One
no,
year,
no. If
12 million. That's your
listen,
max.
listen, if he under that 65 game rule, it apply to him like everybody else that play in the game, play the NBA. You know, I'm playing the NBA, bro. Like if he not making 65 games, he only could ask for X amount of money. You know
right.
what
Right.
I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all a real
So
question.
so
This is a real
so so
question.
Ben better use
Hold on,
them
Breeze.
seven. He better
Breeze.
use
Let me
them
ask y'all,
17 games to sit out very very wisely. Else you ain't getting another
right.
goddamn
Let me
penny.
ask y'all a serious
You not
question,
getting
fellas.
nothing.
Let me ask y'all a serious question. So if Ben Simmons, let's just say he plays very well this fucking year, man. He goes out there, he balls out, he looks like the Ben Simmons of old. What is the max contract you would give him if you was in it? Like how much a year would you give him? Like would you give him 10 mil? Would you give him a 15 mil a year contract?
Twelve
What is
mil.
12 mil? Okay. How
I
much
I
would
I say 15 because
15
that's
a
like
year?
No, that's too
Okay.
high. That's too high.
What about you, Breezy? To stay in Brooklyn. Take that pay cut, but you know what I mean? The max you willing to
He got to show me something. But for right now, for 57 games in 3 seasons, bruh, he get 57,000, bro.
what?
yo,
Nigga said
Shut up, bro.
57,000. God damn.
You tripping now.
yo,
Oh yeah, I wasn't even that foul. Nah,
right.
listen. All I'm
All
gonna
right,
say
so
is,
he get
bruh,
5 to 7 million. You
Ice,
get 5 to 7 million. That's it.
Ice. I'm gonna tell you one time and one time only, bro. I ain't gonna say this shit no more. That nigga, bro, he better use them 17 games to sit out very, very wisely.
And
If you're at 64 and you still ball out, guess what? You're getting less than 12 mil, nigga. It's
I
over with.
agree. I say this going through the injury myself, bro. If he can't stay on the court, then he should think about just being done, bro. You know what I mean? Like a third surgery that he gonna be like Michael Porter Jr. I listened to Michael Porter today. He said this is the first summer that I've been healthy since I've been in the NBA. Like, bro, I'm like, what? The first summer he's been healthy since he's been in the NBA because them
Yeah, he
two
had that
surgeries he
problem.
had in college.
Yeah,
What's crazy, Ice? Like the incentive contract that he signed with a couple of years ago for Denver, he about to get all that money because they won a championship. That
Mm.
that's he about to get all that money simply because they won a title. That's one of the reasons why Denver, bro, is basically throwing out contracts left and right. First it was whatchamacallit the year after they won the title. Then it was
but
KCP, and now they picking up pennies on the dollar with Russ, bro. Russ is making three
but
mil.
but see, here's the thing with MPJ too. The difference between him and Ben Simmons is he can shoot the fucking ball very well. So
Yeah, but
with that being said, he don't need to do too much to still get his shit off, even if he's not 100%. You feel what I'm saying? He can still be very valuable to a team.
yeah.
So
Yeah, he lost a
whereas
lot of his
Ben
games.
is just his game is all athleticism. He needs his explosiveness, and if his back ain't right, he not gonna have that.
You know what? I got to take something back. Russ is making 3 mil, bro. Ben Simmons got to make about maybe 5 or 6.
God damn.
Yeah.
Nah, Rock.
Russ is making 3 mil, and he's still out here playing hard, bro. Like Ben Simmons, bro.
Yo,
You
that's
ain't Ben
wild.
Simmons. You won't
Yo,
meet the
Leaf, that's a
65 game
crazy low
incentive, bro,
ball.
nigga. 6 mil a
That's
year.
a
That's what you
crazy
get.
low
Yo,
ball.
hold on. Let me ask Iceman this because I kind of want Iceman to cover this kind of content. Because what injuries do you think players should play through, and what injuries you think players should just be like, nah, I'm not playing through that injury? Like, in your opinion,
It
like,
has if it's really you got like there's different levels of injuries, right? You got an ankle sprain. You might be able to deal with something like that. You know what I mean? But you can't just continuously play on it. You can play on it a 1 game, 2 games, maybe. If you got like a disc problem like Ben or Michael Porter, like nah, man, you should like you got to sit it out because either you're gonna make it to the point where you can't play, right? And then you gotta get surgery, and then you gotta wait a whole year, rehab for life. You know what I'm saying? You can't unrehab when you have a back surgery, bro. You gotta keep that shit is forever. You know what I mean? Until you get your body like you feel and you know that you're 100%. But minor injuries, you limp in, you could deal. You know what I mean? 1 game off, something like that. But any type of back or your knee is like Kawhi is that his shit, yo, that's crazy. I heard about his shit today. Like they say he hasn't played in 8 years over 40, 50 games a season. In 8 years, bro. I'm like, bro, like he killing his knee. You know what I mean? I mean, he a Hall of Famer, but he then killed himself trying to play. Like you can't do that to your body. Certain things they should just sit out and the fans gotta deal with it. You
That's
know what I
fair.
mean? Like
But to be fair though, true. To be fair too, Eskimo, the back is very, very tricky, man. It's like one of those body parts that's real tricky. I mean, it ain't really no timetable on it. It depends on like it all depends on when your nerves and and everything is held and your muscles and everything is held and you can you can play with that resistance and having your muscles pulled and then hammered on every night. You know what I mean? And then you might like Ben, you might have a couple of games and then out of nowhere start having back spasms. So it's real tricky, man. That body part is real funny. Like I know I'm joke a lot about Ben and about his back surgery and all of that, but I know a couple of homeboys who have back issues and they tell me all the time about, they ups and downs with that shit. So for sure. And I can only imagine, they not even athletes. Like Ben is an athlete, like he need his body to be able to do what it do to be able to, you know, play the game of basketball. So
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, what do y'all think about what Kawhi Leonard said? He said, it's not my job to play 82 games. I'm supposed to win a championship." Basically saying, don't worry about if I'm playing 82 games. I'm still going to take time off. How
he
y'all
he
feel
just he
about
just
that?
want to he just want to feel
I'm
good about low
paraphrasing.
management. He just want to feel good about low management. That's all. I think it's bullshit, James Harden, because at the end of the day, it's just not all about you winning the championship. you are representing the NBA, you representing your fan base, you representing your team. And when you travel, fans of basketball are going to want to see you play basketball, bro. So I don't want to hear this bullshit about, oh well, I just got to win a championship. You're trying to find an excuse to do load management, and it's bullshit. It's not
You
fair to the
you know
league.
what?
It's
I
not
agree.
fair to the league. It's not fair to your teammates. It's not fair to the fans. It's not fair to the owners. It's not fair to anybody that you want to give 110% when you want to do it and turn it on and off like a light switch. That's corny to me.
You know what, Joey? I agree with you, but listen, correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't that the same thing? Listen, ain't that basically the same thing he did for Toronto? Like, come on, bro. He low managed there and won a championship. So I mean,
Yeah, he did.
realistically, in the league ain't have a problem with it then, and nobody in the media had a problem with
Right,
it
but
until
let's
he
be
started.
fair. I mean, not taking nothing away from Kawhi, but he's great. But a lot of bullshit had to go right for him to win that championship in
Nah, that's
Toronto
true. That's true. That's
too.
true.
So
That's true. But
that
but
lucky ass shot against Philly, Katie getting hurt in the finals. Like, come on, man. Like they had a
I
little
mean,
luck throwing their way too.
but here's the thing. I think when he was at full strength, he had already proved that he had what it took, bro, to win a championship in whatchamacallit in San Antonio when
No,
when
but
when
but Leaf, he said James Harden said that. You didn't say Kawhi said that, did you, Breezy?
Yeah, he
What?
said Kawhi.
Oh, you said Kawhi? Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that
like
was
Kawhi,
Kawhi.
but I
Kawhi
still
said
think
that.
that's bullshit. It's still bullshit. But go ahead, Leaf. My bad.
yeah, but my thing about Kawhi, when Kawhi was at full strength, he proved in San Antonio, bro, before the Warriors put the bounty on him with Zaza in that game that we saw, he proved that he had more than what it took, bro, to win a championship then. So my thing is, like, I don't really hold, like, for some reason I don't hold Kawhi legs to the same fire that I hold Ben Simmons, because I know what Ben Simmons did was bullshit. You didn't work on your game. Kawhi Leonard did. Kawhi
No,
Leonard
it's
turned
totally it's
himself.
apples and oranges. It's apples
I
and
don't think
oranges
it's
for sure.
apples and oranges. I think it's very simple. It's somebody that worked on their game and had an injury, and, and um and basically somebody that didn't work on their game and saw the same thing that somebody else was doing and tried to do it, and now that the league made rules for the shit. That's what
Right.
it was to me.
Nah,
But
but
that's what it
nah,
seemed
but
like to me.
they said Kawhi in San Antonio that they had to, in order for him to stay in the league, they had to load manage him. That's how bad his knees was. You know what I'm saying? Like they had to. It wasn't like he could play, and you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna sit you, like they had to manage him like that because his knee is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like for 8 years, he's been managing that knee for like 8 years. You know what I'm saying? So Ben, like me, like I said about my back, like bro, and like Joey saying, like if I explain my situation, we don't think you got a pinch. I got 4 doctors saying I got a pinched nerve. I got 4 doctors saying I don't have a pinched nerve. Now they gonna send me back to get an MRI because I just told Breezy like I can't move my toes. I can barely move my left foot. The left foot be going, the whole leg be going numb. So you can't tell. It's almost been a year and it finally shows up. You know what I'm saying? So for Ben, I understand. Hey, he not faking nothing. It's impossible to fake this type of injury and then go get 2 surgery. Now they're working on the game. I can understand where you coming from working on the game because he don't shoot nothing. Like you've been in the league this long and you have not got a solid jump shot or attempted, right? You don't even attempt it. So I can understand that part, like saying, but he has everything else. And like Joey said, he needs his athleticism to be as good as he was. But also to your point, Leaf, he should have been shooting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, my reasoning is, bro, like on that bad leg, and I'm not comparing the leg and I'm not comparing the knee to a back injury at all, but on that bad knee, it summoned 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards. You got 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards out of it. You got 2 Finals MVPs out of it, and you got 2 championships out of it. So realistically, the average NBA career, professional basketball career, is what, 5 years? Kawhi Leonard has maxed out in record time
with an injury that they said that was never gonna heal, that shouldn't have never been healed, bro. He maxed that out, bro, and was able to produce a lot of that. A lot. Oh my goodness, a lot of like two Finals MVPs, two Defensive Players of the Year, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like we got like this really something that got to be said about what Kawhi what
Now
Kawhi has
Kawhi doesn't have to
accomplished,
prove
bro,
anything. I
with
mean,
his injuries.
yeah, he doesn't have to prove anything.
I don't
I
think he
mean,
got to prove anything. Ben Simmons has been on trial,
yeah,
and to me, if you want, listen, you can't. I understand you can't lie about a back injury, but that mental health shit and all the other shit in between, bro, come on. Like we really gotta hold it like holding his feet to the fire is okay. 57 games in 3 seasons, bro. It's okay to hold his feet to that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
realistically, bro, like I mean, I'm not here to say who had the worst situation or who had the worst injury. Listen, it is what it is. But at the same time, you hid behind mental health, my guy. You hid behind that long before back injury.
yeah,
You hid
yeah.
behind that. That's true.
That's true. So it's kind of hard. It's you right, Leaf. So it's kind of hard to give Ben Simmons some grace because of that, though. Iceman. That's what he trying to say because of the whole mental shit and what he did. When he was in Philly and he didn't want to play because he said his mental was fucked up.
Yo, my thing is right when it comes to Ben Simmons, because I wanted to add my take on it too. A lot of reason why Ben Simmons get controversy and a lot of fans not like supporting him. I know Ben Simmons do got like a small fan group, but we don't look at Ben Simmons as important. Like I don't look at Ben Simmons as the praise that people be getting. Like for me, Ben Simmons is like a good role player, like an excellent role player. I don't see him as nothing
Well,
special
you
to.
think he overrated?
Yeah, man, for real. Like, I mean, have we seen Ben Simmons without Embiid carry a team yet?
I mean, they had the longest winning streak when he without Embiid with just Ben Simmons and the role players in Philly, but I mean that was a small sample size, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's a small sample size, and that was just like a small burst. You get what I'm saying? Like, we seen the impact when KD played. We seen the impact when they get injured. Kawhi Leonard, what happened with how he effectively impacted the game. We haven't seen Ben Simmons in a Brooklyn Nets uniform, and when we did see Ben Simmons in a Brooklyn Nets uniform, he didn't look too good. So
Yeah.
I just don't understand the hype on Ben Simmons. To be honest, if
I
we
think
The thing
go ahead.
to me, it's a difference between Ben Simmons with injuries, Ben Simmons playing with injuries, Kawhi playing with injuries, and KD playing with injuries. They are all different.
Can I say something?
What Kawhi gave you, bro, on a bad knee, it's totally different to what all these other niggas did when they had their injuries and they clearly played with them
So
and they was on limited time, season by season. It's
right.
yeah,
clearly different.
So I think that is because, like I said, a lot of people is not giving Ben Simmons grace because Ben Simmons was always seen as spoiled, coddled. He never wanted to try to, like Leaf said, he never wanted to improve his game or to prove his deficiencies in his game. He's arrogant, and he felt that I'm good enough to just play my game and still be a force in the league. You feel what I'm
I
saying?
just don't think Ben Simmons. To be honest, I don't think Ben Simmons got a basketball style that impacts winning to a high like that you can implement him into a championship team is going to impact like I don't see Ben Simmons winning a championship with his playing style.
Yeah,
That's basically
you can, but he has to have the firepower around him. You feel what I'm saying? He can do it. Like if you got a team built the right way, you can do it. But you're not going to win you're not going to win a championship with Ben Simmons being your number one or number two option. Absolutely not. Or number three option. You're not.
Everybody know he gonna pass. That's the thing. You know,
thank you. You're right. That's why I wanted to go there, Breezy, because the reason why I don't think he can even beat. So you look at it when it comes down to championships, right? Every player, y'all know, gotta make a what free throw when the shot comes. Every player had to make open shots. Every Draymond Green, the weakest link, he had they
Right.
test him out in the playoffs.
everybody. The Celtics, they don't got no weakest link,
I
but they
think
try everybody. Poor, they were like, yo, Singers, what you gonna do?
right.
Everybody had to, yo, that's the Giannis.
No,
Okay, Giannis, you a good
right.
shooter. Now we got to send you to the free throw, or whatever. So that's
Right.
what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead,
I
Giselle.
just think Ben Simmons is and this gonna sound kind of crazy coming to my. I think he's a overrated role player. Like
Yeah,
you like the things he does on the floor is impactful, right? And but he does all the little things right. You feel what I'm saying? Like he plays the game the right way. You know, he shares the basketball. He's always thinking one, two steps ahead. He's a good screener. He plays defense. You know what I'm saying? Excellent passer. But you're just not going to win with him being a main offensive piece in on your basketball team because he lacks that confidence on the offensive side of the ball. You know what
yo,
I mean? He does everything else exceptionally well. So it's kind of
but he's
polarizing.
too. But the thing is, with Ben Simmons, he's too off balance. Because even as a point guard,
Exactly.
he's not even complete. Like, okay, transition passing, we know Ben Simmons is amazing transitional
Right.
passer, but in a half court set, he sucks. So
Right.
then again, it's like he's a great rebounder, but then after that, he can't make
Great
free throws.
passer.
He's a
Because
good.
the thing is, most of the guards in the league today, most of the point guards, man, they giving you 20, 20 plus points in about at least five, 6, 7 assists. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Ben is not going to give you that offensive firepower that you need. He's not going to jump out at you. You feel me? Like his max number points per game is 16 points per game. You feel me? That's about average. You know, that's pretty good based off a player with his offensive skill set. But I
Right.
mean, he's not. Ben Simmons will never score average 24 points a game in a season. Like, and you need a player like that to do that and to win a championship. And unfortunately, he does all the other little things right though. That's the thing. Like you said, he's so unbalanced. And it's like you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. You're like, damn, this guy plays basketball the right way, but he just can't
But it's
score basketball.
crazy, right? I think my thing is as crazy as it sounds, and people hate hearing this because even if like my observation, like I said, I didn't get to watch Ben Simmons in the Philly, so I only got to watch him here. But my observation and looking what he did in Philly, watching highlights or whatever, Ben Simmons had to play with a point guard, even though and he could play point guard too because he revert to a center. Like, so he had to be with another point guard because you see when we did good last year, him and Spencer Dinwiddie did good together. Because
Mhm.
even though Ben Simmons need to play kind of center because he's only good in the low blocks.
Right.
And
I would
yeah,
say, I
so
would say he needs to play. Ben Simmons needs to play with offensive firepower
yeah,
because he lacks that
yeah,
offensive
yeah, yeah,
firepower.
yeah,
So he
yeah.
needs to play with players who can not only get their own, right, ISO, get their
Yeah,
own, but he needs to play with shooters.
yeah,
That's gonna all of that is gonna take up the slack from his non-offensive ass.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
when he
yeah.
played in Philly and they went on a run, they had all those shooters around him. Um, they were doing well because all he had to do was distribute the ball. He
Right,
played
right.
point guard and that's it, and
Good
played his
point.
little defense and sat up, and chilled. You feel
Right,
me?
right. Draymond Green kind of put in the low block. Draymond Green player, kind of. Ben Simmons is
Right.
athletic. Yeah, I would say he's more of like a Kaminga that could pass, like kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? That's basically Ben Simmons as he is a good. Like I said, he is a good rebounder. He's super quick and athletic. Ben Simmons is a center
Yo,
that
he
could.
does everything else
Yeah,
great
yeah,
besides shooting.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but
super.
He
no,
does
but
everything else well.
Yeah,
But what
yeah,
my thing is with him for shooting is if he just step up his free throws, if he just aggressive at the basket, because you don't have to be in the offense where we doing X and O's for you because the defense know that you ain't gonna take no jumper or the defense gonna try to make you take a jumper. But if you aggressive enough pushing a break and you could draw a double team because you're aggressive at the basket, we could make plays like that where we get shooters going to the wing or somebody cut into the slash into the basket. Like there's things that he could open up by being
Absolutely.
aggressive. If he isn't aggressive and the defense know he's going to pass,
Right.
he's not helping the Brooklyn Nets.
yeah.
That's what
For
I'm
Absolutely.
saying.
You're
absolutely.
100%
We all
right.
agree. We
He
all
has
agree. We
to
all agree.
play. He has to play like when he was playing in Philly. He has to play like, listen, I'm going to impose my will. I know I can't shoot, but you niggas can't stop me from going to the basket. And if you foul me, I'm not scared to shoot the free throw. That's how he has to pay. And if
Yeah,
you
Right.
know what, and
Yeah,
if you do
he
try to stop
improving his
me,
free
I'm
throws.
going to find the right man for the right pass. I'm going to keep
All
you
right.
guessing. You feel me?
yeah. Because
Yeah,
the thing, like I was saying earlier, Ben Simmons got to play either way. Like with transition, he can handle the ball. He in transition passes, he become a point guard. But when it's not transition and half court, he has to become a center. That's it. That's just what it is, bro. Like he has to play that center position, which he's a good rebounder. Ben Simmons really a center that could like rebound
well,
really
he
good.
has to do what Giannis was doing when niggas
Yeah,
was daring Giannis to shoot and all of that, and daring Giannis to go to the foul line. He got to get his nuts under him like Giannis.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, you look at what Giannis was doing too. Giannis will allow, even when they was winning or whatever, like Giannis will allow Middleton, Drew Holiday to run the point guard, run that pick and roll too. So, like you said, yeah, that Giannis, Giannis type of player, you know what I mean? Power forward, I guess, center, Ben Simmons become, in the half court set.
But he can be even more dangerous than Giannis was because he can pass the fucking ball like a fucking wizard. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The thing was when Giannis, when niggas is like, oh, we gonna just send Giannis to the free throw line. Oh, we just gonna let Giannis to the shoot. You know what? Giannis didn't shy away from that smoke. He stepped up to the plate and like, yeah, okay, cool.
Nah,
I,
but
I'm,
the but the
I'm gonna
thing
still,
is,
I'm
Joy,
gonna
the
still.
only reason why I don't agree with the Giannis thing because Giannis remind me of Giannis is like a bruiser. There's a different type of hoopers. Like Ben Simmons is more finesse. You know what I mean?
Bro,
Giannis is.
I don't agree with that, Ivan. I think Ben Simmons plays with a lot of force
You
and
think
he plays aggressive. When he's aggressive, he's going to the fucking hoop like a madman, like a deer in the headlights type shit. Like
Yeah.
he's
so?
force. You know what I
But
mean? He gotta get that mentality, man.
yeah, that's
That
what I said on my podcast about guys like him and Giannis and LeBron. Once they get running, can't nobody
Giannis,
stop
can't
them.
nah.
stop
The
him.
thing
They
about
can't.
Giannis is
Can't
Giannis is
nobody
attacking
stop
in a
them. And
situation.
then
Ben
you
Simmons is
force.
not.
You get tired of them doing that, and it's like, bro, every night I gotta deal with this dude. Like I gotta figure out how to
Right.
get him off his game. Like you gotta make him shoot.
Because I
And
want
that's
to.
why.
I think I think differently. Giannis is basically he kind of Grant Hill with more height to me, bro. Like I've been said that, but like it's everything is mostly downhill. Everybody knows, bro. Like all right, yo, like he is attacking the basket at all times. Like he don't even care how the offense is constructed or how it's like
Yeah,
Ben
yeah,
Simmons.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons actually he's trying to make he's trying to get a clear lane.
yep,
Right.
yep. That's you.
That's
You leave. You
Ben
explain
Simmons.
exactly what my thought
Ben
process
Simmons
was.
is like LeBron without the shooting.
Yes,
You gotta
Ben
yes.
Simmons,
It's a
understand.
yeah,
different.
Ben
yeah,
Simmons.
we could say
Giannis.
There's a
that,
reason.
but
No,
the
listen.
thing
Hold on.
is,
Let me finish. Let me
LeBron is
land the
gonna
plane, Lee.
attack at some point.
There's a reason why they call him the Prince. They remember they was calling him the Prince when he first came in the league because he's kind of LeBron-esque. He has the size and he can handle the ball. He's very high IQ and he can pass the ball very well. So that's why they were calling him that. The thing is, he just don't have the offensive skill set as far as shooting the ball and being able to create by himself. But
Right.
like Iceman said, if he's running downhill, he's very hard to stop. He's very LeBron-esque. You're not stopping him.
Yo, y'all remember y'all remember the old Memphis when they had Mike Conley? What was the other they had Mike Conley, they had the other guy that couldn't shoot threes, Tony Allen. What was
Talk
the
about
other
Zach
dude?
Randolph. Zach
Yeah,
Randolph.
Zach Randolph, like Zach Randolph and Giannis, those are like their game don't look pretty, but they like the physicality. I think even though Ben Simmons is aggressive, whatever, he's not as physical, bro. It's like some players just like that bruising and bumping type ball. Like they can hoop
And I
like
can I say this though? I think Ben Simmons is more aggressive in the open court. He's less aggressive in the half court. He looks
yeah,
like
Yeah.
there you go. I agree.
because
That's
Giannis is going to be aggressive regardless, whether he's
regardless.
half court
Yeah.
or the full court.
Like
But
that's
you want
Giannis. Y'all who with people before. Y'all know I'm not a physical player, but some cats you get physical, that's their element. Like some cats are like, okay,
yeah,
now
they
we
do that
play
for that.
ball.
Yeah,
Now we playing basketball. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But I'm saying, I feel like Ben has to get that type of attitude like
Yeah, yeah,
Giannis has, as far as like, yo, I don't give
Yep.
a fuck. Like, I'm gonna go to the rack. I know none of y'all niggas can't stop me. If you try to stop me, you're gonna hack me, and I don't have a problem shooting the free throws. He
Yeah.
has to get that mentality, bro. In the half court
Definitely.
set.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Definitely, no, we agree. Yeah,
But
that's you.
who
You
else? I got a question. Who else on the team in the summer league do y'all want to see? You know what I mean? Like somebody not that's
oh,
not
so
really on the roster, or somebody that's on the regular roster. Somebody trying to make the team, or somebody that's on the team.
so I like I was said, man. What I'm looking forward to is Trent Watford. That's somebody I'm definitely looking forward to. I think he can implement this team and help a lot. And and who else I'm looking forward to? Oh, so I do before that's basically who I want to see more. Cause I already know what Cam is capable of. But I wanted to tell you guys, even though this is a ball prediction, I want to say I think I said it in BK Hoops, but I think we're gonna be better defensively than we are offensively. Offensively, I don't think it's gonna be pretty, but I think we're gonna be a gritty team, a hard team to stop. I think we're gonna be way better defensively this year than we was last year. But yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
no,
keep going.
I'm picking up what you putting down. I like Clowney, Wilson. I think they good defenders. I like Claxton.
Yeah, we have a lot of
Um,
good defenders. Jay Will, we have Claxton, Clowney, and I think even though some people disagree with me, I think Clowney's just even though I would say Claxton's a little bit better because I guess his credibility because he's been here longer. But Clowney ain't too far away. We have Ben Simmons. I already mentioned 4 defenders, and not only that, we have a underrated defender too. Damn, what's that guy? He sucks at shooting though. My guy. Damn, I forgot his name.
Tariq
Zaire?
Whitehead.
Not the Reek Whitehead.
Uh,
He's a veteran. Fuck, how
Oh,
would
Right
you
next
put
to
it?
DFS.
Cam Johnson.
DFS.
Cam Johnson or DF?
DFS.
Okay.
Yeah, DFS. We got 5 good defenders, yo. We gonna be a problem
Hey, I'm gonna give you my
defensively.
dark horse, y'all, and I'm gonna call it. I like that kid Tyrese Martin, man. I like what I seen in summer league. I know it's summer league, but I like his size. I like his skill set. I think you know what I mean. I think if he given some playing time, he gonna do him and Zaire. I think they're gonna do some good things for us. They're gonna be surprises for us.
Oh, Zaire. Yeah, I like Zaire
Ain't
too.
none of these niggas gonna is supposed to do a goddamn thing. They all supposed to just be on the court, bro. Like lose
Yo,
by 4, bro, and then we supposed to get our pick. Simple.
nah, leave some of these
I
people
mean, they
got to
can
stay
still
on
we
the
can still
team.
see some growth in the players leave and still
Right.
lose. Like, damn, bro. You know what I'm
Leave
saying?
you,
Like,
you funny as hell
Iceman, what
though.
you
Like
said, Iceman?
I said, leave
That's
some of
not
these
how a
players got to
tank
stay on the
works.
team. Somebody got to make the team, bro. Like you canceling out
he want
everybody, but
he want everybody to be
That's
straight
not how a
ass. He don't
tank
want these
works.
niggas to
yo,
he don't want these niggas to get no more NBA money, huh? These niggas
right?
playing for their
Like
life,
damn,
B.
bro.
Like, damn.
Nah, I'm with you, Joey. That's my guy, Tyrese Martin. I talked about him before. Like the dude could hoop. I just don't like the way he dribble. He dribbled too high, but he plays defense. I heard Tim Legler talk about him. Like his offense is great. He should be on a roster. And I checked his college 3-point percentage. It was 43% in college, and in the summer league, he shot 42% from three. And I'm like, yo, he could hoop. You know what I'm saying? He got offense. He got 3 ball. He could sit in the corners and do all
And he
that.
got
And he
good
plays.
size on him too. He's 6'6". You can't teach
Yeah,
that.
6'6". Yeah, and I'm like, all right, I'm thinking he gonna make the team too. That's my thought.
He fucking head.
Yo,
And
when is the preseason? When is the game? Our game we playing
Tuesday.
Tuesday versus the Clippers.
Tuesday.
He lobbed
Okay.
it. He lobbed it.
Oh, I'm excited to cover that. Yo, come on, talk to y'all, man. I'm hyped, yo. I'm hyped to see how we gonna look like or whatever. Y'all saw the Lakers game? Y'all already talked about that, huh?
Oh, they ain't talking about no Lakers on here, bro.
Damn
Oh,
sure didn't talk about no damn Lakers on here.
oh, my bad, yo.
The
But
No,
thing
but they
is,
they go ahead, Joey.
no, I just said the fakers. That's all. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, they were saying that Zaire and Clowney look the best in the scrimmages. So
Mhm.
I also want to see what Zaire can do. You know what I mean? Since he's been
Sure,
talking, he feel
sure,
more free over here. You know what I
sure.
mean? To make mistakes and shit. So I want to see what type of game he got to offer since he like 6'9".
yo, y'all gotta understand, like you guys said, that that training that they be having is intense. People are fighting for a spot. I already know they.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yo,
niggas is like, okay, yeah, what these niggas is fighting for their livelihood, man.
yeah,
They trying to stay in the league and get money.
I want
So
to be.
regardless if we gonna be ass or not, they want to try. They not trying to be ass.
They
They
not.
trying to catch
Oh,
somebody eye.
yeah, they probably. Hopefully, nobody get injured in those little scrimmages. Yo, they probably. You feel me? Like fighting because Dayron Sharp is fighting for a spot. Like I said, Zaire fighting for that spot. That kid from Pistons fighting for a spot too. Like they fighting for a spot, yo.
So
They
what y'all think about Derek Whitehead? I think we're gonna send him to the G League. I don't think he
yeah
ready.
he ain't ready.
Yeah,
Yeah,
going down there.
Yeah, he ain't ready at all. The G League. Well,
So what about you think Tyrese Martin should be in the G League too, Iceman?
Oh,
Nah,
no, he was in the G League. He was in the
he
G
ready.
League the last two years or three. He might have been down there for 3 years. So he's trying to get up to the
Yeah,
big floor, and they
yeah,
think that he's ready now to get on the big floor. You know what I mean?
yes, sir. Yes, 100%. So he's getting the opportunity right now. They're like, yeah, we kind of think he ready. We gonna give him a
Yeah,
chance.
I never heard of him, bro. Iceman making a big deal out of him. I'm learning about it now because he mentioned him. But wait, so he got drafted 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, either two or three seasons ago, and he was on Atlanta, and he played for somebody else too because he was on two G League teams. Might have been the Timberwolves, something like that. But yeah, he was on somebody's roster. Then they sent him down to the G League. You know what I mean, to get right. So he been down there on two teams, and then we traded for him this season. I didn't even know you could trade players in the G League. They traded picks in the G League to get his rights to get him on the Nets, and I ain't know that. I had no clue you could even do that down there.
Yeah, he caught
Yeah,
my
nah,
eye.
this is new to me too.
He caught my eye when I see him when he balled out in the summer league. I'm like, this dude, I ain't right here. I like he kind of smooth with it. He different, and he could shoot. You know what I'm saying? Good size on him, you know. But what y'all think Killian Hayes gonna do, man? Killian Hayes, you think he gonna turn
Not
into
a
something?
goddamn thing. Bro, why you think we signed these bozos, bro? We signed all the niggas that Cam Thomas
Hey,
is better
Leaf,
than.
Leaf. I'm just trying to just hope we find some diamonds in the
I'm
rough,
not
So
Leaf.
hoping for shit.
what's
I
that
hope we
supposed
get
to
our
mean?
goddamn pick.
Bro, I'm just hoping we find some diamonds in the rough, Leaf. That's all.
They
I
ain't on this team. They ain't here.
Yo, you're
you gotta
tripping.
Nah,
you gotta give them a chance to play to see that, Leaf.
Bro,
Come on,
them
man.
niggas are practice players. That's why they look good in practice.
You gotta
hey,
chill,
hold
bro.
on. Harlem 1967 said, "How could you be a fan but think everybody just ass
Yo,
on the
right?
team?" Shaking my
Yo, you
head.
know what? Nah. Yeah, he going on
All right, so
timeout
Leaf,
in a
who's
second.
not ass
That
on the
nigga
team?
going on timeout in a second, bro.
Hey,
Who's not
Leaf.
ass?
Yeah, who's not ass that's on the team on the
Cam
roster?
Thomas, Claxton, fucking Clowney, the niggas that we know for a fact that's gonna be here. Not these 1-year contract niggas, bro. Don't y'all get it?
So
If
you
we
don't think
sign these
you don't
niggas
think
for
nobody gonna
1-year
surprise? You don't
deals,
think out of all these niggas we got, nobody is gonna surprise us?
surprise us and do what?
Let me
Stay
get
on the
into
roster,
a
Leaf.
contract.
Stay on the roster.
5 niggas that's gonna be on this roster by this time next year, bro. Like that's on this team right now, bro. That's it, bro. Like by the time, bro, we got so many 1-year. We signing these niggas, bro, so we don't have to sign no big contracts. That's why we signed them. That's why we did it.
Yeah, but I understand that, Leaf. We trying to give them a chance though. It's like a prove it like deal. I
It ain't
get it.
no prove it deal, bro. That's not how a tank work.
So you telling me if a couple of these niggas don't outplay they what we expected them, that Marks and them not gonna keep them around?
No, that's not how they work. Marks is
That's
not gonna keep them around. The
bro. You
reason
tripping?
being is because he's gonna have to pay them some more money, my nigga, than he thought he would have.
But
They
with
they
niggas
they
like
getting
this, you
niggas
could
on the
get
cheap
a
because they
belief.
trash.
Belief with niggas like this, you could get your best bang for your buck. You don't
Right?
have to pay them too much to keep them around. That's the thing. If they
Exactly.
fighting to stay in the league, Leaf, we ain't
That's
gotta
not
give them
how the
much money.
NBA work, bro. Like once you start showing out, you gonna get some crazy money.
No,
Bro,
Not,
I
look at
not,
Nimhard.
that's not true, Leaf. That's
Look at
not true.
Nimhard, bro. Once you start
not,
showing out, you're gonna get some crazy money. Look at Nimhard. You think the Pacers
They're
wanted to
not
come
gonna
out
get
of
no
pocket for
crazy
that
money
nigga?
based off of one good year, Leaf. They not. They not.
They been
nah,
doing that.
not niggas coming from the G League and almost out of the league, bro. Like,
Exactly. Come on now, Leaf.
Bro,
they
look
not
at
getting
Gabe
that.
Vincent, bro. Look at Max Strus. You think them niggas, bro? Come on, bro.
What, but they played on a good team,
Yeah, and yeah, they played on a good team. Don't get me
right?
wrong. And now you gotta pay them niggas. You gotta pay them niggas big buck. The thing is, we keep getting young niggas that's mostly all the same age as Cam Thomas because they was in the same draft as him. These niggas, bro, are not big time market players, bro. Like we thinking all these niggas out of one
Leaf, I
draft.
think we understand that they're not big market players. All I'm saying is Marks is gonna put a bunch of young, hungry guys that got they fucking 1 foot out the league, one
Marks
foot
ain't
in the
gonna
league.
do shit.
Hold on, bro. And he's gonna give them a chance to see what they can prove. That's it. Maybe we strike gold with one of these two of these niggas. You don't know, and we can sign them for not too much money to keep them around. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
2 mil, 3 mil.
Exactly. Team
That's what
friendly
they're gonna
deals.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna get. Leaf, they ain't getting nothing. You know what I'm
He
saying? They ain't
acting
getting
like
no
these niggas gonna
15.
get 10 mil a year or some shit. Like,
Are
what
they
are we
getting
Right.
more
doing?
than Ben Simmons?
Ain't nobody getting more than Ben Simmons on this goddamn team, bro.
Are they
Hey
getting more than
guys,
Ben
what's going
Simmons next
on?
year?
Huh?
Are they getting more than Ben Simmons in next contract?
No,
No.
hell no. None of them dudes getting more. Whatever he getting next, they ain't getting.
I
Those
kind of
dudes
think
not getting more than
here's
that,
the
bro.
disconnect. Here's the
Are we
disconnect.
still talking about Ben Simmons? Can we
No,
just
no,
send
no.
it to the
No,
Bulls
no,
and be
We're
done?
not
we not
talking about
talking
Ben
about
Simmons.
that.
Here's the
We,
disconnect right here, Iceman. We kind of Leaf kind of undervalues these players, and we kind of see like, yo, we might can strike gold. If we give these guys a shot, we might come up off something. I mean, we might have a nice little young player for the low, or one or two players. Let them play it out. Leaf,
right,
I think you undervaluing these dudes, man.
I mean, if
Nobody.
you look at Zaire Williams, he's somebody that could be a potential long piece. He's got the height, he's got some defense. Can he get his scoring to be more than a jump shot? If he does, that's a potential steal. I don't see too many other guys. Wofford, are we going to pay Wofford? Because he took a qualifying offer. If we're not going to pay Wofford, you move on from that. But besides Zaire Williams, I got to see these other guys try to establish something.
And this is a
Consistency,
tryout year.
improvement. Like, got to see who
Tryout
could
year.
step up, man. But
This
I
is
that's
a
don't
what we
see
talk.
tryout year.
too many guys right now at the
That's
point.
what we talking about, John.
It's a tryout year.
Tyrese
But all I'm
Martin,
saying is, you
right?
don't just say like all of them ain't gonna be shit. You don't know
No,
that. You
no,
gotta let
I know
the
what
guys
Leaf.
get on the
I know
court.
what Leaf is saying though. He understands that we're in a tank season. He doesn't mind if half these guys are off the roster because there is a high chance, Joey, that most of them will be traded before the deadline. Like we have to prepare ourselves for that. But if there is a guy or two that, like a Zaire or maybe a Wofford that establish themselves, yeah, the Nets could potentially keep one of them. But we got to see how the season plays out. I'm not going with any expectations on who's going to be on this team though till the end of the next season.
Here's the
But
thing, John. I'm not
At this
you make
point.
our point, John. You just made our point. Like someone might be able to stay. One of these guys might be able to stay
right.
on the roster.
We not saying that, yo, we gonna keep the whole squad and run it back. And no, we not saying that.
Right, right,
What we
right.
saying is
Yeah,
we
good.
might be able to find one or two of these guys might outplay what we thought they were going to be, and we might sign them to a team-friendly contract to stay. That's it. We might strike gold on one or two of them. That's all. Might be a nice little piece to come off the bench. Nobody's saying they're going to be a star and they're going to get paid Ben Simmons money. Nobody's not saying all of that. We might just find a nice little player between out of all of these guys. That's all.
Right. might
That's
get
it.
he might get 4 mil for 2 years. Yo,
Exactly.
I mean,
And you know what? They'll be happy because you know what? They just fighting to stay in the league. They're like, yo, the Nets gave me a chance. I finally got a contract. Hell yeah, I take it. I'm gonna stay in Brooklyn for that 4 mil.
yeah, that's what I think. That's what Keon Johnson got, something like that, and it's not even fully guaranteed for
I'm gonna
Keon
give you. I'm
Johnson.
gonna give you a prime example. Jalen Wilson. Jalen Wilson. Since he got drafted by us, he always had 1 foot out the league. He didn't have no guaranteed money. He just got signed guaranteed money. Was it last year or the year before? The Nets gave him a guaranteed money.
Last year,
Yes, we We took a chance on him, and he out fucking played his ceiling. So we paid him a little bit of money to stay in the league. You don't think Jalen Winston is grateful for that 1.5 million he's making to be in the league right now to play with the Nets?
Of course.
Okay, and he's a nice little player, is he not?
He's a big player, big player.
You know what's good about Wilson? Ever since he stepped into Brooklyn, he's been a hard worker, always goes about his business, never gets in any trouble. Like, this guy brings the best he can, but he always wants to get better. Like, the Summer League thing was good for his confidence, but I hope he can actually show in the real season with more consistency. I think Wilson exemplifies the culture, because the Nets need culture. Let's forget about players for a second. Which players represent the culture, what you're trying to build? Because that's what the Nets need to try to find too. Not just try to get rid of everybody, because you do need culture piece. If you don't have
Oh,
a culture,
absolutely.
there's no reason to have future top stars in the draft. You don't have those guys that can glue everything together. Like, Wilson
That's
could
that's
be that
that's
potentially.
one of the most underrated traits. Is
Right.
attitude. Is how
Yes.
you approach the game. And
hmm
and that's why I've always been a fan of Jalen Winston since the first time I seen him play before he even got his contract, because I seen this guy play. He always plays hard, gives 110%, and I never seen him back down from anybody. So I knew, I'm like, yo, this kid got some
Right. I
balls.
Listen,
like that.
you
Quality.
talking about somebody that's gonna be here after this year, no matter what, but simply because we drafted him. I'm talking about all the other niggas
But
that
the thing is,
Zaire,
Lee.
Killian Hayes, bro.
Yeah,
Listen,
but the
bro.
thing is, Lee.
Go to every roster, bro, that was supposed to tank. Go tell me who was there, my nigga, when them niggas started getting good again, bro. Like, that's not gonna happen with these players. If we sign
Okay.
these niggas for 2 years or an extra year too many, guess what? We in the Alan Crabbe situation again. That's what
Oh God, no,
happened.
we can't repeat
Nah,
that.
don't
We're
do
not in on the Allen
don't do
Crab,
Jalen
bro.
Wilson like
No.
that.
Not
Yeah, I
I
think
can't
that's
let you give
nasty
it to
work.
him like that. Jalen Wilson better than Alan Crabbe. I
No,
can't let you
listen,
give
that
it
was
to
one
him
of
like
Sean
that.
Mark's worst
Once
deals
again, this
ever,
is not
man.
about
That was
Jalen
one of his worst
Wilson.
deals
Pay
ever.
attention. This is about the niggas, bro, that we picked up in the offseason.
But
look.
Jalen
I'm
Wilson
just
was an
saying,
example
con-
because
This
hold on,
has
hold
uh,
on,
nothing to
hold on.
do with Jalen
Let me just
yeah,
say,
Wilson.
that was a
we
wild
use Jalen
example.
Winston as an example because he was just like these niggas a couple years ago.
No, he wasn't. Jalen Wilson got
I mean, because the
drafted
only
by.
difference was is we drafted him, he still didn't have guaranteed money. He had to prove himself.
I
Fact.
understand
He
that,
did,
but
he did.
here's the thing.
Crab
Them
didn't prove
niggas that
himself.
got
Crab just
drafted,
had that contract Crab more like Ben Simmons than he is Jalen Wilson. Because Crab
listen,
came
listen,
over
listen,
with the
listen to me.
contract.
Listen to me. The niggas that
That's an
we
interesting
acquired in the
comparison.
offseason that is a part of the same draft as Cam Thomas, those niggas are already journeymen, and them niggas ain't even, and they barely 25 years old. That's not who Jalen Wilson is. He came from Kansas right to the Nets, and he has a legitimate spot now. The thing is, in terms of money, he's not making no crazy money because he was a second round pick. A la niggas like, I don't know, Draymond Green, niggas like Joker, niggas like them. But he not going to be compared to them because them niggas have reached incredible heights in their careers already, obviously. My point is this. The niggas that we signed in the offseason, bruh, are part of the tank. They're not going to be here when this shit is all done. When we're done tanking, they're not going to be here. The
Yeah,
same
bro,
thing in Philly,
nobody
bruh. Hold
debating
up.
that,
The
bro.
same thing in Philly when you didn't see Nerlens Noel and Michael Carter Williams and all them niggas no more. It's the same shit.
Listen, first off, I'm talking about Clax, Clowney, Jalen Wilson, even Trendon Watford because of his
They
connections
solidified.
with
They're
Cam
gonna be here.
Thomas. Right. So those are the players that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about fucking no disrespect, but the players I was talking about earlier. I don't know if they make the roster. You know what I mean? But I'm talking
That's
about the
why.
players that do make the roster. I'm talking about Jalen Wilson, Trendon Watford,
You know?
Cam Thomas, Clowney, Claxton,
You better
and
understand?
that's it.
Right, Breezy. That's what we're saying. Like
That's
one
what
of those other guys that's not on the main roster might be able to make the roster, and there's a possibility that they could stay on the roster. That's what me and Joey saying. It's a
Right.
possibility that can
Listen,
That's all we
happen.
and
saying. We ain't saying nobody gonna be
listen,
no superstar and get 20 million a year and all this shit.
right. And also remember, Joey. I mean, remember Joey and Jordy said that he gonna run a 10-man rotation. So that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't mention Dayron Sharp. I don't know how they feel about Dayron Sharp. I don't know how they feel about
I think they're trading him Breezy. I don't see I just don't see Sean paying both Thomas and Sharp. I think Sharp wants a little more of a pay raise, but if he can't show it, you've tried to find a contending team that will take Dayron and give us some second round picks for him. That's where I see it going.
I think you know what, I think the same thing about Dayron too, but and it's
Yeah,
unfortunate because I think Dayron worked the hardest. He was
right.
one of the hardest workers, bro. Like in terms of showing up a lot, man. And even Jay was saying it, man, when he seen him at the photo shoot and everything, just like he was turned up and he was ready, man. And it seemed like a lot of them niggas that just got acquired to the team, they was just happy to be there, and even the vets.
Right.
The real mainstay on this team, bro, is the niggas that we not only that we drafted that's still in their rookie deals. In terms of these 1 year niggas and the vets, we got to find ways to replace them, and we're not gonna find gems out of none of them because they're all part of a tanking process. When you're part of a tanking process, now you got to go somewhere else and reinvent yourself. You can't reinvent yourself a part of a tanking process when you wasn't a part of it. When you wasn't one of the mainstays a part of that tanking process. Cam Thomas is a mainstay. Nick Claxton is a mainstay. He just signed for 4 years, 100 mil. Clowney is a mainstay. He was a first round pick.
Right.
Even whatchamacallit is a mainstay. Even whatchamacallit that didn't play last year, he's a mainstay because he was a first round pick. We got him
Talk
right
about
after we
Tariq
got
Whitehead.
Clowney.
Wait, you talk
Yeah,
about
what
Whitehead?
Dariq Whitehead is sort of a mainstay.
Mm,
We don't know what he can
He
do.
going to the G League. He don't matter.
Yeah,
yeah,
he
He's a
probably
G
is. Yeah,
League,
he
bro.
probably is
G
going.
League. He's done if
He
he can be
probably is
healthy.
going into the G League because of his injuries and not because
Right.
of how he
Yeah, but what I'm
not.
saying is he's not a priority this year. He's going to the
Yeah,
G
no,
League.
he's not a
Listen,
priority. But the
hold on,
thing
hold on,
is,
hold on. I just want to add context to that. I listened to the media day with Dariq Whitehead, and they asked him that direct question, and he said, I'm more focused on playing healthy than getting into the rotation." So
Right.
he is willing to take his time to get into the rotation. That's not his priority right now, and that's via him. You know what I'm saying? I heard that right from him on the media day. I watched it. I was listening to it earlier. But go ahead.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But you're absolutely right about that. But the thing is, the mainstays on this team is the guys we're gonna figure out who is gonna be the right pieces to how we build this thing years down the line. Now it's gonna start with this draft after this next year's draft coming up.
Right.
That's what it's going to start with, and then it's going to continue on until we start seeing the progress that it comes out of these future drafts and these future picks, because that's what we're going for. But at the same time, there's still going to be trades that's going to be made. There's still going to be little free agents, not no big name free agents, like middle of the pack free agents, bro, that can help. Maybe some vets. It's still going to be some other changes that's going to be made to the team and possibly the front office to make sure all of this puzzle gets complete. These niggas on this fucking team, these Zaires and these Killian Hayes and all of these niggas that did good in practice, that's what they're used for, because they're good
Okay.
practice players.
Hey, Leaf, I bet you at least one of them niggas stick. I bet you. Which is one of
I,
them?
Definitely.
I think there's a high chance
You
one
ain't
at
even
least
got
will
you
stay.
ain't even
I'm
got a
with Joey
name.
on that
You ain't
one.
even got
There's
a
a
name,
chance.
bro. This bet is easy for you because you don't got a name, bro. You just think one of these niggas gonna stick
But
with
it
I,
should
a
be
lot
easy
of
for you. No,
I actually think
hold up, Iceman, hold up. It should be easy for you because you already said everybody ass, and they
right.
just placeholders, right? So they not gonna be here. I'm telling
So
you.
so so hold on. So now we got to define what be here means. Are they gonna be here when we get back over 500 for a season? Yes or no?
I can see it. Yeah,
All
depends.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
why
take
not?
that bet. I'll take that bet.
Yeah, okay.
I take that bet.
Let me know what you want to bet.
Yeah, I take that bet. I take that.
I mean, because it should be easy for you since all of them ass and they practice squad guys
Yeah,
and
yeah.
nobody is gonna stick around out of all of them.
I take
You
that bet.
telling me Jordy is gonna
Right.
have a 10-man rotation, right? But he's not trying to evaluate any of them to see if
Ain't
he
none of
might.
them niggas. Ain't none of them niggas 25
Okay.
minute players in this league, bro. Ain't none of them, bro. Like on in 25 minutes of important basketball, bro. They don't know what that shit look like. They don't know what
That
it is.
that's a good point from Leaf in fairness because these guys haven't been in the deep end like that. So that's how you can really tell who will be here, will
John,
not be
that's the
here
whole
by their
point.
minutes.
John, that's the
20,
whole point.
20 have they
That's a good
have
point.
any of them niggas played 25 minutes of
Leaf,
meaningful
we don't care
basketball?
about that, Leaf. This is an experimental year. Everybody knows that. So all this shit you talking is irrelevant. Okay?
It's not
Nobody's saying
irrelevant.
It is irrelevant
No,
because
no,
nobody's expecting them to go out there and knock it out the park. We just
Right,
trying to find some diamonds in the rough. That's it.
right. That's it,
his,
Lee. One guy could do that. You know what I'm
his,
saying?
his,
Given
his,
the
here's the thing.
opportunity and and
His,
and playing the offense, one guy can fit. He probably can flourish in this offense that we run it, and that's what me and Joey saying. Like one guy is possible. You know what I'm saying? You trying to say it's impossible. You think everybody, all the main guys, all the main guys might not even stay, bro. And here's why. Look, real quick,
here's another thing that
real
you got
quick.
to
Hold on, John. Hold on, John.
I'll go second.
Dayron, right? I see Dayron opposite. I have a feeling that that Jordy's going to try stuff with Nick Claxton that Dayron does better when he gets in, and that's going to change. It's going to put the Nets in to make a decision because I think Dayron passes like Ben in half court. I don't think Nick Claxton has that type of IQ of Dayron's passing, and that's going to throw a wedge in between both of them. That's what I think.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing about the draft picks. We got all these draft picks, but we don't know if these guys are going to be ready to play once they hit the league. Like, yeah, first rounder. Cooper Flag and guys like that, cool. But all these late first rounders we got, we don't know if these guys going to be ready. They might have to go to the G League.
I mean, if you get a Boogie Flans, I wouldn't rule out him being potential like second option or off the bench or being like potential starter.
We kind of jumping the gun to think that just because we got these first rounders, they're gonna be ready once they get on the team. No,
that's a fair point. It's a fair point.
Well, yeah, that is a good point. But here's the thing, bro. Like knowing the Knicks, some of these late first rounders could turn into the goddamn early first rounders, bro. So knowing they bum asses, bro, they probably could screw it up and have us with a whole bunch of top 10 niggas, bro. But that's neither here nor there.
Yo, you see the Knicks versus the Hornets today, man? Yikes!
The point I'm trying to make is, bro, the thing about a team, a tanking team, and we saw it many years in Philly with the trust the process before they got Joel and Ben Simmons, and they had niggas like Michael Carter Williams looking like he was an all-time great in his rookie year. They had niggas like Jaleel Okafor. I'm just using an example because I seen this episode of Friends before, bro. It's a bad episode, bro. It's shitty. Get it off my TV. You know what I'm saying? So I seen Nerlens Noel, bro. Look like he could have been something in Philly, and then he goes somewhere else and be a journeyman, and then it don't work. And then it's time to play 25 minutes of meaningful playoff basketball, and then it don't work. The same thing with Markelle Fultz. The same thing with Dario Saric. The same thing with a lot of them niggas. They was not ready. And it's a lot of the niggas on this team, bro, that's not ready to play 25 plus minutes of meaningful basketball.
But we gonna see what happened. You know what I mean? We gonna see what happens.
I already know what's gonna happen. I seen this episode before.
Here's the thing, Lee. You gotta roll the dice, baby, and see how it go.
I know. No, you don't, bro. No, you gotta walk away. You gotta walk away from the table while you up. That's what you gotta do. You gotta put the goddamn dice. That's the problem. We keep rolling dice.
Have nothing to lose. Why would you do that?
We keep rolling dice. Listen, here's the thing. When we made the trade for them picks, that wasn't rolling dice. That was blowing it up. That was emptying out the house. That was emptying out all everything, bro. Like all the torn up.
What house? Mikal Bridges?
We were filling our draft bank up, not blowing up the house. We were filling our empty bank up.
Yeah. Basically, we got rid of an infested a bed mattress that had bed bugs on it, bro. Like, and got it out. That's what we did.
Yeah, that's what we did. I like that. That's a good comparison.
That's what we did.
We got the chicks out.
We up right now. The direction, the trajectory of the team, we doing the right thing.
Bro, what did we do to be up?
Yo, wait. I don't know if you saw this chart. We have the most capital in the league.
Let me answer the question. Can y'all stop talking at the same time so I can answer the question? Bro, Mikal Bridges led this team. We got all those draft picks for him, bro. We didn't fucking give it up for KD and bro, this is the direction we wanted to go. And again, I'm speaking from a perspective where if we never got KD and Kyrie, I was fine going into that off season doing whatever we was going to do. And I was saying that because I was happy with the season that we had being like a 500 ball club. So I'm saying as a fan, bro, I enjoyed that even the seasons where I knew we wasn't contending for a championship because I seen the team competing. So what I'm saying is, I ain't tripping. This
Exactly.
team, the way it look, if they can just compete and give the Nets an identity, give the Brooklyn Nets an identity of playing hard. You know what I'm saying? Going hard, playing gritty, playing
Right.
like a
What I'm talking
teammate.
about, fellas?
If we could develop an identity this season, I would consider that a win for whatever draft pick we fit in to get. You know what I mean? Because it'd be nice if he come to the team and he could see that we got an identity the same way KD and Kyrie seen we had an identity before they came to the team. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
See,
Hey,
that's
hey,
two different things that you're talking about, Breezy. The identity that we created back when we had Jared Allen and them niggas, bro. That was a winning team. That team won 42 games. This team this year is not winning 42 games. We all
Barely.
know that. So
I mean,
therefore, there's no identity, bro. Like the identity is tank and then blow
I
the shit up, and
disagree.
then
I
we get
disagree
something
with
new,
that.
can I get
and
the floor?
that's what that
Can I,
is.
can I get the
I
floor?
disagree with that.
Of
I
course you
disagree with
disagree,
that.
bro. But you gotta see for yourself, bro. Everything I tell you is in future reference, and then you just gonna see it and be like, yo, man, that nigga, yo, man,
Yo, can I
that
get the
nigga
floor real
Leaf,
quick?
man, yo, that nigga was right, man.
Can you hear me?
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go
Breezy?
ahead, Joey. Go ahead, Joey.
This is my thing, bro. Um, I'm not looking forward to much. What I am looking forward to is seeing our young guys grow, seeing the young guys that we did acquire get a chance, and like I said, us possibly, hitting on one of them, and getting a good player. That team with Jared and Allen and Karis LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie and D'Lo was once like this team. Okay, it took us it took us a couple of seasons to get that 42 win season. Okay, we had a bunch of young players who were broken prospects or just players that we drafted. They had to grow into that 42 win season that surprised the hell out of all of us. So what I say that to say this, it just doesn't happen overnight. It's
right.
it's a part of the process. We get it. I'm not expecting much, but I am excited to see the young guys get on the floor, and I'm excited to see them play. I'm excited to see them grow, and hopefully, like I said, we hit the lotto on one of them. You know what I mean,
Facts.
or two of them, and they can
Facts.
We
stick
go.
around, and
We,
then we can
we
keep it
go.
moving around the edges throughout the draft. That's all I'm asking for, and to continue to
Right.
keep building coaches. That's it.
Right. The mission for the Nets is to develop an identity this season, at least for Jordy Fernandez. They say he a defensive minded coach. I want to see some of that. Obviously,
Facts.
it's not going to be conveyed in wins. We shouldn't judge it in the win column, but just watch the games, listen to the post game interviews, see what's going on. You know what I mean? Don't just look at the box score and think that you know what's going on with the team and whatnot just because you've seen the box score. The box score is not going to tell a story of the Brooklyn Nets this season. So again, all y'all Nets fans that create content, continue to create content. I see John heavy on Twitter. I see Joey BK heavy on the book. I see Leaf moving around. I see Iceman creating content. I gotta continue to create content. Shout to BK and Wild Hoops. Shout to Nets Locked In. Shout to Talking Nets. Shout to all of the Nets content. Shout to Nets Kingdom. Shout to all the Nets content creators. Continue to push content. We gonna be back up one day, and you know what I'm saying. And for right now, I would say as a fan, this not necessarily a negative thing, and I don't like betting the house on free agents anyways. You know what I mean? So this is as a fan, this is something that I want to see. So I'm looking forward to this season. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
We
try to I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow with more content. I'm finna close out now. Just give us a quick commercial. You know what I mean, real quick, y'all. But then after that, I'm gonna close out. We could start with Joey. It sounded like Joey wanted to say something. What you was gonna say,
I
Joey?
just wanted to say real quick. I mean, we get it. I mean, nobody got no real unreal expectations, for this team. We get it, but it's still fun to be a fan of basketball and to watch the process. You feel me? And if you're not
Yeah,
a real fan and you're not a thorough fan, if you're not with it 100%, you can't be a fan when we win in and we contenders, but then you don't want to You don't want to watch the process. You don't want to. We don't want to watch the team grow, the players grow on the team and blossom into that, that contender that we become one day. You know what I mean? So it's still exciting to me, regardless if we win in games or not, because I'm excited to see these guys grow. I'm going to be excited to see Jody grow, and then when we finally win that fucking chip, I can look back at those days and be like, damn, I remember when these dudes was pups, man, fighting and scrapping, and they couldn't close out a game, and now look at them. That's what makes it
Yeah,
fun. That's what makes
Listen,
it fun.
listen. I'm
yeah.
gonna keep it. Listen, I'm gonna be 100% real about this. Listen. I want to see what all
Get
these
a
players
get a
do.
commercial quick. Get a commercial
Uh,
real quick.
the commercial, yeah, on youtube.com/Lee4788. I will be doing the Tuesday game because that Tuesday game is on 10:30, and we playing in that new Clippers arena. That shit is beautiful, by the way, man. No pun intended, bro. Like, not to put too much on that Clippers shit, but I do got we got a couple of Clippers content creators that we know and shit, man. But we gonna be all right for that one. But anyway, Leaf is the league. Season 2 is coming back. Next visual and next direction. Season 2 is coming back as always. But listen, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, about these players, I just want to see what they can do as as the team starts to level up over the years. And that's obviously probably not going to be this season, obviously, but it is going to be this season because we're going to play certain teams that's going to take us seriously, and we're going to play certain teams that's going to like Nat because we're supposed to be not good or whatever the case may be, or supposedly quote unquote. But at the same time, I know how this is supposed to shape out. Now, if shape out exactly the way I've been saying and the way I've been ranting, I rant, bro, because I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off damn near 99.9% of the time about the shit that's going on in our organization, bro. And of course I want to win. So I'm pissed off watching us lose because I put a whole bunch of stake in this franchise because they here, they home. It's Brooklyn. It was a time we didn't have a skyline. It was a time we didn't have a downtown Brooklyn used to be a jukes fest, and now it's gorgeous. You can walk down there, you can bike down there, and shit like that. They got a whole bunch of shit. So like, I'm proud of that. But at the same time, I need shit to get fucking done. I ain't gonna be sitting here all goddamn day, man. And niggas gonna be telling me, nah, leave him, calm down, man. It was only the beginning of the season. Nah, screw that. No, I'm not doing that. No, I need
Yeah,
results, and I want them.
yeah. So I just want to say shout out to Claude Smith and Mr. Whammy. I hope y'all see a championship one day. But we just gonna keep going around the panel real quickly. Um, Iceman, talk to us. Give us a quick commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So,
y'all can follow me on Twitter, Iceman the Dawn. You can check me out on YouTube, the tip off of Brooklyn Net Podcast. I talk about Tyrese Martin on there too, so y'all better check it out. You know what I'm saying? Holla.
all right. Yeah, I am gonna check it out. I'll know more. Next time. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull up. Oh shit, Joey just left. John, that's you right there.
Yeah, man.
Let them know that they can find you on Twitter.
Hey, Brooklyn fans, this is John, the Brooklyn Trooper. If you ever want to find me, follow me on Twitter, OS91413John. Always down to talk fun Brooklyn basketball vibes. Listen, you guys made so many great points tonight. Like, there's so much unknowns with this team this season, but what I'm looking forward to is seeing the growth of some of the main guys, Clowney, Thomas, Claxton, seeing what they can develop, seeing how Jordy can develop the young guys. I think he's going to be so important towards establishing a base because you're only as good as your foundation. We need a foundation if we're ever going to get to where we want to get to. And I hope at the end of the season we have a top draft pick, a lot of cap space, and a young core ready to go do battle next season. So I look forward to seeing what happens, man.
That's what's up, man. We're gonna be back with more content on
And
Tuesday
shout
for
out to
sure.
Liberty. Let's get that championship.
Facts. Yeah, we started the show about the Liberty too. We're gonna be back with more Liberty content too. Joey BK, talk to us though, man. Where we can find your content and how you feel about what we were saying.
Yeah, I mean, I already spoke, but yeah, follow me on Joey BK
Oh yeah, my fault. Yeah,
X,
that's true.
and you can catch me on Nets Nation on Facebook, man. So that's all I got. And yeah, man, still rooting for the Liberty too. They're gonna bring that chip home.
Now that's a fact. I want to close. I want to say thank y'all to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to the panel, Joey BK, Leaf, Iceman, John. Anybody I might have
Sir,
forgotten?
yes,
Oh,
sir.
Trey, my guy, Tre Special, special guest, Tre Special. That's his link right there. He actually got a clothing line called Born in the Apple. Real cool clothing line. Y'all should check it
Breezy.
out. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, on next show we gotta talk about what we think the Nets what we gotta guess what they record going to be for the season.
All right. All
You know,
right. I'll send a link to you when I start that show. We can start the show together.
all right, bet.
Um, but yeah, man, shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna close out. We be back soon with more content. Thank y'all for tuning in. Tap that like button, subscribe to the page. I see y'all soon. Peace.